There we go. Hey guys, Rorius here. Welcome to this dev stream. Um, immediately to see what's going on here. Wait, there was something else I was gonna do. Oh, right. I'm gonna enable that because I'm about to join the private chat. Hey.
Oh, one whole Rory.
Yeah. Welcome, welcome. It is time.
Time.
Laftoni baloney.
Oh, this is great considering I'm Italian. This rings right on my door.
Yeah. If you don't know the story, for people who might be here. Oh, Linkmaster, I saw stuff you were writing on the Discord. Yeah. If you have Twitter, send me a message there. Because I tend to check Twitter. I have notifications for Twitter on my phone. So if you wish to ask me any questions, that's probably the best way to get access to me. But yeah,
If it's less dire, message
yeah,
him on Discord. Take 1 to 2 weeks.
yeah. if you have a question, but it's all good.
You
If I
take 3 to 5 business days on Twitter and then
yeah
2 weeks on Discord.
yeah, basically yeah. Right, yeah. So if you don't know the story, if you haven't heard the story yet, um, uh, I was watching an episode of Markiplier, and he was talking about how he was playing the game Afton Built, and he was talking about how uh people could make like the after like notoriously now or famously now maybe the game Afton Built got rejected. It was part of the Fanverse initiative for FNAF, and it got sort of rejected as a game idea for that initiative. So the developer guy just released what he had done so far, his tech demo. And Mark was sort of talking about how it's like, you could just make this your own IP and just sell it. You know, it doesn't have to be FNAF related. You know, it could still be a decent horror experience. And they started naming different names you could call it instead of Afton Built. And one of the names he ended up landing on was Laughtoni Baloney's Laugh-a-palooza. And as soon as he said it, I was like, oh, I can make that. I can make that game. I can make a stupid uh, like FNAF style quote unquote horror game where you're gonna it's FNAF style in the sense that you're like stuck in one place and you're gonna do stuff to survive. Quote once again, quote unquote survive. And yeah, so that's where this game idea was born from, and it has evolved a little bit since I started it. I'll show you what I've got so far. So far, I've got a very basic menu for for the for the game. Actually,
Did you have time to check Twitter?
I have not checked Twitter this morning.
Because I sent you a cheeky message. I mean, I'm probably sure what it's gonna
Oh,
say.
if it's the one, I got a notification on my phone. I saw a thing of you saying if I want some cheeky music. I
Oh
did
yeah,
see
that
that.
one.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did
I
see
said
that.
2 things. That and if you need help publishing it,
Ah, I see.
I'm happy to publish it for you under your
Maybe.
dev name, but publisher finance. I mean, you did say you expressed some interest in it, so
Yeah, I mean,
if you want,
if
it could be
if you are willing to go through the effort to publish this on Steam,
yeah.
that'd
If
be
you have a
crazy.
completed game that you're happy with, yeah, definitely. I want to build up an
Yeah,
arsenal of games.
yeah, yeah. Okay, well, yeah, I'll contact you at another
And music,
time and perhaps yeah,
and music, I think is the obvious choice.
yeah.
Let's be honest.
Right, so I have this basic menu. The buttons work. Well, they worked the last time I tried it. Why is it not working? Oh, there we go. I was like, why is it
That's
not
fine, and I
working
can
now?
say that.
And okay, so since I last did stuff, I right at the end of the previous dev stream thing I did like a mini dev stream in the middle of another stream. I grabbed a model pack that was like it was like labeled as something like audience pack, and I have taken all the models from that and I've used that thoroughly and adapted it to my needs. So now yeah, the people look like this. Like the waitress looks like this.
They're very happy, aren't they?
Yeah, I was going very much for like a PS2, late PS1 era like graphic style. And so I've got like I've actually populated the restaurant with people.
Back
And
now.
sorry.
No, Tiana came back.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Welcome.
Yes. I have been here for a while. Yes.
Yeah, I did see you
Hello,
unmuted
hello.
yourself and yeah, undiffened.
Yes. Well, I didn't want to interrupt your speech.
Ah,
Please
okay.
continue.
Yeah. So yeah, instead of having those like super blocky models for the people like I had before, I now have these like kind of unsettling like new models. I like how kind of creepy they just inherently look. Like that's what that
That's
smile. I don't know what it is about that smile. But yeah, so
Just a customer service smile.
yeah, that's exactly what I was wanting. I was wanting like I
They-
was wanting the waitress just to have this big, unnatural smile.
They pressed the happy face button on the "How was your experience?" machine.
yeah. Just the biggest and most unnatural smile I could find. And yeah. Oh, hey, user place, and hey, Rio. Making a game. I am just a real like a quick one. And I couldn't. I thought about making a model of a wallet, but then I just found that there was just a money. It was just like a money asset that that was on Unity store. So I was just like, all right, now you just have a pile of money
That's convenient.
just sitting on the table. I thought about making it comically large, but I at the moment it's just like I might still do that. At the moment it's just a little thing there, and that's why the hobo is so easily able to steal it if you don't give him any.
Yeah, it's the tip.
Yeah, it's the idea is that if you, I think the I actually haven't set that up yet, but the idea is that like if the homeless guy steals your money, the next time the waitress arrives at your table, she'll see that you don't have money and like kill you, like quote unquote kill you. Try to eat without paying. Basically,
Dine and Dashers.
gives me Chillers vibes. Why do I recognize that name? That sounds familiar. I feel like I've just seen that recently. What is that? Damn it, I can't remember what that is. You'll have to remind me. Benji, you'll have to remind me. Right, so I'm gonna put some music on for while we're working. It's still got a lot to go. Like, at the moment, there's no animations for, like, getting killed or being jump scared by anything. Then there's no sound effects. I have sound effects, I just haven't applied them to anything.
Well, on that topic, if you need any like sound design, music, whatever, definitely do that.
Yeah, in the actual game, it's probably just going to be mostly ambient stuff. But I will want something for the menu.
Because I saw the menu and immediately I thought.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be something, the most cliche Italian music I can think of. Italian, like pizzeria kind of.
Yeah.
Well, hello there, babes.
Hey,
Hi, man.
welcome.
How are y'all doing?
Good. Yeah.
Very good. And happy Pride Month, love.
Yeah. Time for all the corporate pride logos to appear.
Oh god, please no, do not remind me. I hate that.
Don't
I
worry,
hate
Disney's
all of
going to
that.
have their first gay character on film
Oh,
again.
I heard about that. I
Oh Jesus.
I also Oh no, no, I heard about something to do with Disney having a gay character, but it was what was it? There was some meme that someone posted about like Disney having a gay character that's like positioned just right so that they can crop it out for all the countries that don't appreciate gay characters.
But it's funny
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's funny 'cause to my memory, the first gay character in Disney is technically not even their character since it was in the Star Wars movies. I believe it was like two alien creatures that happened to be of the same sex that were like I think were kissing at the end of like one of the like sequel movies. And
Right.
that was the first one. And if you're like, wow, Disney really dodged that one, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh, dear.
I mean, love that for them.
What I've heard is that people working at Disney, they try to do stuff like that. They try to include more stuff. Like what I'd heard is that in that movie, oh, what movie is that? I haven't seen it myself. It's one of the more recent, like it's like Coco or no, it's that what's that movie that has? Sorry.
Luca?
It might be Luca, yeah, the one that has. Does that have like a strong woman character, like a woman who's like super like brawny?
No,
Wait,
because
you mean Encanto?
Maybe yes, Encanto, yeah, that sounds like it.
Aha!
She has like there's a woman who's like a super brawny character, who's like super strong, and apparently the like people behind that movie hid the fact that her character was a woman for the longest time because like initially pitching the idea of a woman having like masculine traits like that was like a no-no, so they had to hide the fact that the character was a female until like right near the end of production they suddenly like switched it out and put the character they wanted in there. And so Disney's the executives' hands were forced to allow the like strong female character to be included in the movie. So that's the kind of shit that Disney people working at Disney have to deal with.
Yeah.
Like you can't have a character that's outside of the normal trait, the normal cliche traits of people. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I'm still like eating and drinking my breakfast.
You can tell us what's the sponsor, honestly.
Yeah, I've got leftover noodles from last night. I had Chinese food last night. Yeah.
Love a noodle. we love good nudes.
Good nudes. I also have just a glass of Coke. No sugar Coke. Alright, now.
Not zero.
Well, before you start developing, Ray, I can't stay, but
No.
I came in to say like hi and say the music.
Yeah. All good. I shall contact you.
If you want that one day.
Yeah.
So I will see you some other time. But,
Yeah. Well, have a good night.
Take care.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
Bye.
What was I gonna
A
say?
quick thing, if I may.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So, you know how I told you about the chat thing regarding voice chats?
Oh
In-
yes. We should activate that.
I already enabled that.
Oh, nice.
Wait, what's happening?
There's now a
So,
chat.
I'm not sure if
system.
you. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh yeah, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Okay, so there's a feature now that has been like a beta for a while now and still is, but some servers apparently could use it. And it's basically how if you click on like the VC that we are right now, you basically see each of us, right? Like in a
Right.
square, yeah.
Right.
So if you go up, you have this like icon that says show chat. And what this feature is doing is that in a voice chat that you have this now a chat channel that you can text in, and only people that are in the actual voice chat can open it. But it doesn't.
What?
And hey,
Yes.
Polo.
Love that.
Yeah, Encanto is the one.
And
Yeah.
what I like
time is
about
it,
this is
Rory?
that
9:15.
I can now like have this completely full screen, like all of us.
Mm.
I don't need to like click on the channel voice chat to like see what others are texting.
Very good. I love that.
While I have us full screened, I also in the full screen menu have now like the chat bar like right next to us.
Yeah, I see that. I love that.
Mm.
And if I post emoji, then you guys can see that I posted a certain emoji. If I type something, you guys can see what I messaged.
Well, I can't see because it's not loading for me for some reason.
I think we don't have permission to see it.
Oh, maybe that's why.
Hold on, let me see. I doubt that, but you know, it could be. I'm gonna check it.
What guys? What you guys? What? Sorry, I was doing something else. What can't you see?
The voice text chat.
Yeah,
Oh.
I was
Voice
not able
channel?
to see I wasn't able to see the voice text.
It's
Let me
Because I was gonna
probably
say, I can-
because we don't
I
have
can see it.
permission.
Oh right, yeah. I said hello with a question mark in the chat.
Oh yeah, I can personally see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't see it.
Damn.
You sure you can see it?
It's not
Maybe it's-
loading for me. Like it says like error loading.
Yeah, it says message failed to load, and it doesn't even show up when I try to hover
Yeah.
over the voice chat, while it does on the other two text
Are
channels.
you clicking
and
on
voice
that
channels.
icon with the like text bubble?
Yes, except it doesn't actually show up
Let
most
me
of the
see.
time.
There is
This shouldn't be a thing at all, but let me check quickly.
This might be this might be annoying because there is a permission section for the voice channel chat permissions. I would have thought that just dragging you in would give you permission, the same permission as everyone else, but apparently not. Apparently there is a separate permissions thing, and I don't know how
I guess
to.
you can.
I'll just try putting it on for everyone. And see if can you now send messages?
Let
me see.
Did you apply it?
Yes, I did.
It could be that because we have a higher role than everyone, that it's overriding that.
Right. I'll just have a look. Yeah, there is actually no there's no button to say like apply settings. It's just if you click it, it auto applies. Read message history. Save that as well. I don't know what else there would be. Because the only permissions that exist on this voice channel are my role, the Rorius Maximus role, automatons to basically just shut them off from having access, and then the @everyone role.
Right. Did you actually went into the like voice channel permissions? Is that
I went into if you just like right at the top of the chat, it says there's like a button just says edit channel at the top of the private chat window. And that immediately takes you to the permissions for the private in-game chat voice channel. But it also includes if you scroll down in the permissions tab, there's the voice channel chat permissions. We might have to figure this out another time. Or you can keep working on it, Tiana, if you want. But I'll leave it for now.
I'm working on something anyway, so it's whatever. It's fine.
All right.
Oh, I'm
What about
testing
you?
something.
What about you, Digits? Can you like try it if I see if
Oh.
I can do
Maddie does say the chat is only visible to people who can join it without being dragged in, as far as he knows. Damn. Well, that sucks.
Very interesting.
Yeah. I would have thought anyone in the voice channel should have access to the chat in that channel, but I don't know. That's
Yeah,
weird.
that's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
I guess that's why it's in beta.
Yeah, yeah. Because there's separate permissions for the chat and the voice channel itself. It's weird.
Okay.
Anyway, okay, now. What was I was wanting to do like fade-ins and fade-outs for menus and stuff. That's something I was thinking of doing at least. What else was there that what was I working on right when I went to bed? Yeah, and at the moment, all the times that if something kills you, it just sends a little message to the log to say that they killed you. It doesn't actually kill you. I need to set that up. Maybe that's something I could do. I implemented a save and load feature. I do need to set up a... It's probably in the eat. Yeah, actually no, I'll put it in the consume method. Yeah, I'll just put it at the bottom of this. If slices equals 0, I suppose. Slices equals 0. Completed. And then I'm gonna activate some kind of end screen mode. I'll just for now. Yeah. Level transition. I'll probably make a separate scene for that. Yeah. I'll make like a thing similar to the menu. Oh, you guys haven't seen the actual Laftoni, have you?
Oh gosh. Jesus.
I'm scared.
I mean, you've seen his face, but I just want to show you. Level transition. Okay.
Exactly, yes.
Alright, let's load the menu and I'll play up to that point that he spawns in. Okay,
Oh, no.
so like on the right, well, I suddenly remembered on the first level he doesn't. Oh no, he does spawn, but I have to eat a piece of pizza before before anything will happen. I made the first level super basic so that it's like only Laftoni and the waitress appear on the first night, and even then the waitress only shows up once the whole night. So very much like in the same vein as FNAF, the first night is like super simple. Second night, Laftoni, the waitress, the waitress is fully active on the second night. But she's pretty slow. A bunch of time has been added to all her parameters, and the kid is active for the first time. And then the third night, I've made it so that it works the same way as like FNAF. Third night, the hobo is active, and but everyone still on that night, everyone's pretty slow. Everyone has a bunch of time added. Oh wait, what have I done? What error has happened? What is this? Oh, play eating sound. Yeah, I haven't got any of the sounds working. I should just add that in real quick. Just add the object so it's not throwing errors. Because when it throws errors, it's often code doesn't run properly. I think it's inside the player. Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, something that Digits noticed I mentioned in his own server. I mentioned it here, but I'm not sure how many people have actually seen it. So, E3 is actually not happening this year. I'm not sure if it's not happening, like, at all, forever, or it's just this year, but I'm just gonna say that just this year it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I, like, in exchange, this one article I was reading has mentioned that there are some other events that showcase games. And I put down a list in the games discussion, and if you... Sadly, the article wasn't checked, so like with time zones and such, I rather not written down the dates. But if everyone's gonna just look up the names of the different events, they're probably gonna figure out when they're actually happening for them. And there's about 8 of the events. So I'd say that's a pretty good number.
Yeah.
We're maybe not having E3, but we're having all of these other events happening. And I guess the sum of all the games mentioned, I believe it should be like over 40 or something.
Right, yeah.
Like of those 8 events, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I just realized a bunch of... I haven't tested this in a while. Okay, I'm just going to show you what Laftoni looks like. I hadn't tested this in a while because I was doing something... I was working on the level system with all the, I worked on the sound system, and then I immediately jumped into working on the level system. And the level system... I couldn't test it until I had set up the menu so you have access to the different levels. And so basically there was a long stretch of no testing, and so now it's coming back to bite me because suddenly now a bunch of stuff I need to add before I can even test it. So I need to add all these sound systems, otherwise it could throw weird errors. Sounds, warning sounds. Oops. Oh. Warning sounds. What other sounds are there? I think there's separate kid warning sounds. Oh, and there's the player sounds, which I'll put in the player. Great, empty. Player waitress sounds.
Maddie asks, how do you do the data for the night? Scriptable objects or hard-coded properties or something else?
Oh, it's all hard-coded properties. I should have done it better, but I just basically each NPC has a separate script, separate code that just has like a switch built into their start function that determines what the current level is based on the game master's level, what the level is set to, and then the numbers just vary depending on what that number is. So like there's a switch inside the waitress start is the most complicated switch, where on night 0 she has this unique night zero is that she's inactive. She's fully inactive. Or difficulty 0 is because I want to have a difficulty setting mode. I want to have custom mode, which has you can turn on and off all the different characters that would be in the game. So there's a 0 case for every character, which is basically an off case. In case 1, she's got this unique setting where she just comes once in the whole night, and it's predetermined when she comes. Then case 2 is like on night 2 she's a little bit more she's normally functional, but she's slow. Night 3 she's a little faster. Night 4 is her default state, and then night 5 she's faster than her default, so she's got all those numbers are minus, and these are all just hard-coded values, because I just thought it would be easier that way. I didn't want to spend too much time on that. And then the kid has similar thing where it's like before night 2 he's set to off basically, and then night 2 and night 3 and night 5 are unique cases where night 4 is the default. All the characters are going to be default on night 4. Night 4 is the night where everything is the way the game is intended to be played. And then night 5 is going to be like a harder mode where times are lower than my intended times. And then the custom mode is going to use night 4 settings for everything. Just because I want to keep it simple. So custom mode, make it custom mode, but I want to keep it simple. The custom mode, everything's going to be on the night 4 settings, but there's going to be a bunch of other extra characters that don't appear in the main game. I talked about this a little bit in the previous Myst stream, in yesterday's stream, that I want to include all the characters that people suggested, as well as some other ones that I'd thought of as like bonus characters just for the custom nights. So like, for instance, Josie mentioned having a pineapple dude who literally puts an entire pineapple on a slice of your pizza, and to eat the pizza you have to remove the pineapple first. But if you are removing the pineapple and the waitress appears, she will lose her she'll kill you. She'll lose her shit that you're taking toppings off the pizza before you eat it. So that was probably my favorite weird secondary character that people came up with. That, and I came up with the pigeon that shits on a slice of your pizza. And in order to finish your pizza, you have to eat the ruined slice. But your character, of course, it's disgusting, but you have to just gag it down.
Right.
It's vile. But I just thought the idea of the player gagging as they're trying to eat a piece of pizza just sounded funny to me. And it would the mechanic would be that it would take longer to eat the pizza because you're forcing it down. So yeah. But then I also came up with I haven't implemented any of these characters, by the way. These are all characters that are beyond the normal range. I just thought, there'll be a good dog character, which will appear at your table begging for food. And if you catch him in time, because he's only there for a brief moment, if you catch him in time, you can give him a slice of pizza. And that will speed up your process of consuming the pizza. And I thought what I'd do is I'd make it so that the good dog is super rare, or compared to the other characters, much rarer. Only shows up once or twice a night. And it's hard to catch. It'll only be there for a brief moment before it disappears again. And yeah, I already have sorry.
Shows up with a small
Yeah, it's just doing the little begging hands for a slice of pizza. And then yeah, what is this? Oh, the sound source. If you if you catch it in time, you can give it a slice of pizza, and it will, there's already the mechanic for stealing a slice from the hobo, the hobo character stealing a slice. So I thought, that'll be a good, I could just add the dog as another character that you can give a slice rather than stealing a slice. Yeah. Right, well, I have to continue doing this. I just remembered that actually, I have to add all these components, and I'm like, I should just copy it, but I've already I'll just add the components. Audio source, as well as random sound. Pass the audio source to the random sound. Script. Okay. Yeah, I'm just passing a bunch of... I'm just giving them all sound things so that I'll just delete these. Warning and kid warning. Yeah, if I do it that way, I don't have to keep creating new sources and stuff. That's much better. Duplicate that. There's going to be this complicated sound source system for all the different... I've set up a system where there's gonna be like sound sources for... Why are they down there? This is system basically for, instead of having just specific sounds playing, I have this little like random sound script, which you just give it a bunch of sounds, and then when like a character appears or does something, like you just like throw a command to the local random sound script to just play anything, and then it will just play a random sound from a list, and then basically there's a bunch of different lists all over the place with different sound effects attached, and so I'm just making it as simple as possible in the sense that it'll just play random sounds when the different events happen, and yeah, that's how I'm handling things like the audio cues for the enemies and things.
Cool.
Yeah. 1.2, do something like that. And then these ones. Why would it be over there? That is where the kid spawns. I forgot. I was like, why is these here? And then I remembered, oh wait, that's because the kid does spawn at that side of the table. Okay. Yeah, it's the hobo that spawns on the other side. Hobo sounds. Okay. But yeah, I went around and like made a bunch of just people sitting around. Every table that has pizza on it, I put people at it, and I had enough tables that Laftoni visits everyone in the restaurant before he visits you, and when he visits you, of course, that's game over.
Imagine if that was real life.
Laftoni visits you and it's game over.
No wonder people would be scared to go outside and talk to others. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Music slowly gets more distorted as he gets near.
Oh my god, yeah. I actually, in my mind, I'm like, actually, a way to make it like kind of actually scary a little bit would be to make it so the noise of the restaurant gets quieter and quieter as Laftoni approaches. So like the feeling of being in it, because I want there to be like dining sounds, you know, it's like small clinking of plates and stuff, and just like a general hustle and bustle kind of sound of a restaurant. But actually having that like dim right down to nothing as Laftoni gets close would be kind of unsettling.
His breathing becomes louder.
Yeah. Cause okay, I'm gonna show him. Okay, let's just actually show what he looks like. This is Laftoni. It's literally just one of the.
Oh my god.
And this is it. I love this position for him to spawn. Because if you look at the game camera, you can just see like a Laftoni in the dark hallway, but he's like lit by the light that he's right in front of. It's literally just I think it's literally like the default audience guy, but with a huge head on his huge like.
They could only afford the head.
Yeah.
Rory, you did not think this through. Look at the height of the light.
I know. I like it like that though. That's funny to me.
And is he
I love
going
the
through
idea.
it,
Well,
is the light wonky?
No, it works like FNAF, so he like teleports from one spot to another. If I go like this,
Shit.
These are all the positions he can appear in the restaurant. An army of Laftonis.
Oh no.
But yeah, like when he's standing here, he's like looking directly at your table, but he's not at the table yet. He's just about to go to your table. I just thought that
nightmares of this.
I just thought having him standing there menacingly, like he's about to approach your table, like you're next. Just thought that looked funny.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. And
He's just standing there menacingly.
yeah, exactly.
This is the reason why I'm gonna start ordering online. I don't have time for this shit.
Only ever order on Uber from now on.
But then you have a 75% chance he'll steal your food.
Yeah.
It's the hobo situation all over again.
Yeah. Yeah, the Uber driver. 35% chance to steal your food. I haven't added it yet, but one of the things I intend to add, the reason that you're here, is that they're having the Laugh-a-palooza is a big sale that they're having at the restaurant, where the pizzas are like 80% off. And so
like the intro cutscene.
Yeah. So I have to make a little like video or something. I have to make a little thing that explains why you're here. Because I'm also going to explain in that same place that, or in a similar place, that your character has, you're playing as a character with, what the hell is that called? I'll see if there's a...
Wait.
Masklophobia. Fear of mascot characters. Specific phobia used to classify general and in some cases rational fear of masks, people in costume clothing, and mascots, which is common amongst toddlers and young children. Yeah, basically your character is terrified of Laftoni. But pizzas are 80% off! So, that's the idea, that's what I thought.
Stanley has to choose between his fear of mascots and his love of pizza.
Yeah.
Honestly though, you know how you mentioned like an intro cutscene or something like that? For some reason you made it immediately reminded me of that one FNAF official game that's like where you're building your own
pizzeria simulator? Yeah, that's exactly what I thought as well.
You could maybe do like that graphic style of like characters.
But I may need a bit of help with that kind of thing if I'm gonna do something like that. That's just sort of like might have to request some help because yeah, that's... You're right, Tiana. Yeah.
Cold better here.
I thought about asking you to do the menu, but then I ended up making a menu anyway. Because I had a.
It's a good menu, I will say.
Yeah. I hit don't save by accident. Wait, oh fuck, did I save the fact that I did all those audio things? Or did I not? Oh, I saved some of them, but not all of them. Damn it. I accidentally hit don't save. Shit. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. No, as I thought. It's, a few of them have saved. Shit. Anyway, yeah, the menu. I ended up making this menu, and yeah, I was like, I like how this looks.
Yeah, Yeah, it is
it's
good.
it's pretty clean, like a nice clean menu.
Yeah.
Even though there's 3 different fonts going on.
Yeah, you
Looks-
could.
You'll end up on bad game design.
I just thought the Laftoni Bologna's deserves to be like an Italian, like fancy font.
Yeah,
But I
that
wanted
deserves.
the Laugh-a-palooza is like the sail, and I wanted some sort of like bold, it's a little bit garish font style. And then the menu
Maybe-
items you kind of want to have as like clean fonts, I suppose. But that's just
Yeah.
that was just my thought.
I feel like you could maybe choose if you find a different looking font. I think maybe you could choose a different font for the new game continue and such.
Right.
Other than that, I think it's fine that, like, normally as a graphic designer, I would say no more than 2 different fonts.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
In my
But
mind,
in this case, I think it looks fine.
in
I
my
think it
mind,
looks fine.
yeah. In my mind, it's the Laugh-a-palooza that's the one that's like the one that's it would probably look better if I just called it Laftoni Bologna's, and then it had the menu items. But I like the Laugh-a-palooza part.
Yeah, if it's there, leave it like that.
I'll probably end up just leaving it as it is.
There is a
Yeah.
font I ended up really liking recently called Berlin Sans FB.
Oh yeah.
It's like slightly curvy,
Mm.
and I don't know, it makes Brain happy.
Hold on, let
Right.
me see. Oh, it's this kind of font.
Can you post a picture of it?
I will post a
Oh.
picture of it.
Yeah. Oh, are we using the
Um,
private chat or the? I'm still in streamed on mic voice.
If you're in stream, not my voice. Okay, I will send it there.
Just because at the
Oh
moment.
shit, no, that's not it. That's not it. Hold on, wrong image.
So close yet so far.
Yeah.
Work and work in Ascent. This one as well, even though it's a probably different cut. Oh well. Whoop, whoop.
Okay, I'll just go back to this real quick.
There you go.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah. Wait, what did you say it was called again?
Berlin Sans FB.
Let me. There we go.
Eh.
There you go. There's the.
Hmm. I don't think
Both
I
got
have. I don't think I have it, but I have a very similar font. I have
Really?
This reminds me. I think it's more so that it just reminds me of. I think it reminds me of the Mario Odyssey font, which I did download and use a little bit. I think while I was playing Mario Odyssey, I used it in the Mario Odyssey episodes, the thumbnails.
Yeah, I was looking for a font to use for my keyboard layout, and I landed on this one.
Yeah, that's the one, Moongit. Yeah, that's the Mario font.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a little different now
So
that I look
much
at it.
different.
It's so
It's
different,
much
yeah.
different.
It's
They are.
it is just a memory thing of like there's something, some font that I've had that's like kind of similar, but once again, like on broad strokes, the fonts can look similar, but then like you look at it close up and it's like, well, that looks nothing like another font.
I need to finish playing Mario Odyssey.
Right? Yeah. I really liked Mario Odyssey actually. Yeah.
You liked it so much that you did even a cover song.
I did.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. Once again, I should just go through and make all the sound effects that... There's the 3, and then there's player sound. How many does the hobo have? He's a hobo and then player sound. Okay, what about Laftoni? I need to add his. Laftoni sounds. Okay. Then I need to add all the player sounds that are related. The kid is definitely the most... oh no, actually the waitress might be the most complicated. No. Oh, the waitress and the kid have the same level of confusing.
same level of confusing. Great.
Yeah,
Good.
they
Nice.
both the waitress and the kid have 4 different sound, the random sound instances that they interact with. Because the kid has his when he spawns. Oh, sorry, bumped the mic. When he spawns in, he starts making noise, which dulls the sound of everything else around you. Then when you click on him, he has a chance to refuse to leave. And that sound plays over the top of his, like, noisy sound. And then he has another sound font thingy that plays when he actually does leave. And then he's also got the player's sounds that the player makes. Usually something along the lines of "Beat it, kid." But so here he's got like 4 different sound files that his code interacts with, and the waitress was gonna have just 3, but she ended up with 4 as well because I made her have unique warning sounds if she sees you saying "beat it" to the kid in front of her. Basically, if you interact with the kid while she's at the table, she will be like, "Sir, please, like, please don't say those things." Yeah, she gets upset if you're being rude to other customers.
Boo-hoo.
Yeah. Okay, put that up to about 1.2. Oh, not 10.2, 1.2, thank you. On Laftoni's sound, I want to reset. Oh, I already did that, okay. Hello, kid, waitress.
The game is about the internal conflict between this dude's love of pizza and fear of mascots.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Basically, your character really loves pizza, but he's terrified of mascot characters. This pizza place is having a huge sale on pizza, but the mascot of the pizzeria is slowly approaching. So you gotta finish your pizza as quickly as possible before he arrives at your table. Warning. And then kid warning. And now it's all just the player sounds relating to... Oh, I actually set up the eating sounds random sound thingy. I see that now. I think the plate needs it, yeah. Yeah, I already passed it through, okay. And then we got player waitress sounds, which I should just... I'll copy the text. But I'll delete it. And duplicate this instead. Just gonna remove all those. Okay. This is waitress sounds. Well, actually, I should say player waitress sounds. Okay, and then it's so we got the player waitress, player kid, player hobo. Actually, the hobo doesn't player. No, he does. He does talk to the hobo. Yeah. Okay. He doesn't talk to the Laftoni though. So we got player kid sounds. Oopsies. Kid. And player hobo. And I'm gonna pass those all through to the different characters.
Zach asks, are you using HDRP?
I'm not. I was going to. Well, actually, I was going to use the universal render pipeline. But I was going to use an upgraded pipeline. But the pizzeria asset that I have here was designed for the built-in render pipeline. So I actually had to, like, right around the start, I reloaded. I made several copies of the same, like, first build with all the different render pipelines, and every time I converted all the materials for this pizzeria to one of the other pipelines, it messed with the, like, lighting and stuff like that. It looked really strange. So I ended up just giving up and being like, whatever, I'll just use the regular render pipeline. So no, he was just using
no lighting
built-in.
for you, illegal.
Yeah, like, what was happening was, like, things like these lamps, the lamps that go to the ceiling, they were refused to cast any shadow at all. They had no shadow at all. So the roof was actually much brighter in those ones, which was really strange. And then each individual tile of roof and each individual tile of floor was, like, super highlighted. Like, you could see the edges of the tiles really strongly. Like, you can still see them if you look closely with this one. You can still see the edges. But it was super obvious in the other render pipelines, and so I was like, I'd have to go through and tweak every material in this pack. And I was like, I just don't I don't have time, I don't have the willpower to do that. So I just I gave up on that. That's what happened to you? Yeah. I can imagine it's if you're using assets that someone else has already made for, like, if sometimes assets come with versions for each pipeline. This was not one of those assets that did that, unfortunately. So several other things I, like, looked at or loaded in did have versions for the different render pipelines, but this one must have been a bit older, or they didn't bother. Now, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
As we, like, mentioned some of the fonts for the like intro scene.
Yeah.
Well, I tried to download the one. Well, I downloaded only a few. I tried in my, like, program. I tried the first one is what Digits mentioned in 2 different cuts or 2 different sizes. And then I tried the 2 ones you've already mentioned, the one, or at least, like, 2 ones that are supposed to be Mario, like, the one,
Right.
the moon one, and one that's, like, supposed to be an old one.
Yeah.
So if you look in stream on my voice,
Yeah.
you can see.
Yeah. Right, I see what you mean.
Just that I tried that, so
Yeah.
you can see how they would look like.
I like that very first one on the top left. It's nice and, like, straightforward and simple. For like menu items, I do prefer generally for them to be fairly simple fonts.
I myself did also this one.
Right, yes. Yeah, see, that's nice. I like that too. That's sort of what I've got with the similar to what I've got with the menu here, where it's like that bottom one is like a fairly basic simple font.
Exactly.
Kid is Balloon Boy from FNAF 2, kinda. A little bit. But actually, I forgot to mention some other characters that, well, another character that I came up with for the custom night. I want to make a it's a bit of a reference to an old game, but it's mainly because I think I could get access to the asset, because I think it's a free asset. I want to make a bodyguard as another character. What the bodyguard does is whenever you go to interact with someone, there's a chance the bodyguard will just appear in front of them, like, in a diving pose. As if, he's, like, taking a bullet. And, so it'll stop you from actually interacting with the the person. Like, you gotta, like, click on the kid or something to tell him to beat it. And then when you click, the bodyguard, like, is in a diving pose in front of him, blocking your click. And then, you know, just have to click him again. But, like, I just thought it would be funny to have a character that just blocks you all the time. Gets in your way. Like, even if you, like, I even thought about doing it for the hobo. You normally click on your wallet. You click on your little pile of money. I thought about having a tiny little bodyguard dive in front of the money. He's like a Ken doll sized bodyguard, like flying in front of the money to stop you. I just thought that'd be really funny. Because there's a game that was made ages ago that's called something like oh, what the hell is it called? It was basically like you play as a Secret Service guy protecting the president from being assassinated, and the whole premise is that you have to run up onto the stage where the president is and then dive in front of him. That's like the whole game mechanic. Yeah, the one that has Trump. It's mostly, I think it's all Trump, and it's Trump in different scenarios, and you have to like dive in front of him. Yeah. It's I can't remember lots of YouTubers played it. And I just thought that asset, the like bodyguard asset that they used in that game, is a free asset. I saw it on the asset store, so I was like, I could use that, and I could make it like a bonus character.
When you play a video game and you see the free asset in the free asset store, I'd be like, I know you.
Yeah, I'm like, I know this freaking asset. It's like how there's a ton of games that use the same free asset that I actually tried to find. I was gonna use it for the like people in the store, just the general random people. That's there's like the people from like Thief Simulator and actually it's from multiple Thief Simulator games, as well as what else is there? There's a bunch of games that use the same just generic people asset. And I was gonna try and find that, but I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it on the asset store. Yeah, is it just called Mr. President? Yeah, I'm pretty sure like Markiplier, like the Jacksepticeye, like those kind of people played that game. Yeah.
Can't believe people are lazy to not do their models.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Yeah, that's the thing, is like making people is hard, so I totally get it. The eating sounds are not very nice. I might have to just make my own. It's all biting sounds, which doesn't really work for pizza. I had an asset pack that was just like human sounds. That included eating sounds as one of the sounds, so I was like, oh, I'll download that and I'll try it out. But they're all like noises, and I'm like, that doesn't sound like pizza. I'm probably gonna replace it with
cow chewing grass.
yeah, or like eating some celery or something. What I thought I might do is instead, I'll make like nom 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 like cliche nom noises.
Oh god, I don't know why, but you, for some reason, with that reminded me of jazz punk. And I believe at some point you had, like, the character had to print out of themselves, or like... Wait, was it with the letter? I believe in one of the levels you had like an envelope, and I believe you were supposed to maybe put it somewhere or like get it, and there would be like a scanning document noise, I believe, or something like that. I could be wrong, or maybe we were destroying something.
There was in one of the early episodes, or one of the early levels, sorry. In Jazz Punk, there was definitely. I forgot to set it up properly. I think she's gonna keep coming back. She's gonna come back real fast. But yeah, that's how the waitress actually stands at your table, just staring at you, smiling with a huge grin. This is gonna keep happening until I finish this slice of pizza. I think Laftoni's broken for some reason. He's not spawning.
Well, we got him, girlies.
Dude, talking about jazz punk, you should make a jazz punk reference because there was a pizza level.
There was. Oh shit, she's like fully broken. Okay, yeah, there's you have the like
pizza is pizza.
yeah, you have like the spatula in one hand and the pizza cutter in the other, and the spatula is like long range and fast hitting, but it does less damage, and the pizza cutter is like a heavy hit thing, but it's hard to time and.
And you're cutting up these like pizza zombie like creatures.
Yeah, it's like a crossover between like a zombie movie and a pizza thing. Yeah, in fact, you open a pizza box to start it. It's like you open a pizza box and there's a little screen inside it and a and like a keyboard, and yeah, it's like a mini game. Okay,
There's a very rare chance instead of Laftoni, it's one of the pizza dudes.
Yeah.
You should do an Easter egg.
Yeah, I have to find a way to fit an Easter egg in.
You have plenty of the environment to do so.
Yeah, why is she spawning in? That's so weird. It's on night 1. So...
She said she's a bad bitch. That's why.
I wanted
it's
to say
this...
something similar, yeah.
it's this thing... Yeah, I changed a thing... But it didn't...
You did the thing.
I did. It's weird, it shouldn't be doing that.
Sauce.
Yeah, what is happening here? I honestly, I'm gonna have to put debug logs. I have no idea where it's happening. She's somehow still counting down, even though I've set it so that she shouldn't count down. When she's not at the table, and time is less than 0. But it doesn't equal -1 either, it equals -2.
Dude, this is like me when I'm trying to solve a math homework. If she did this, then wouldn't the green bird fly up high like this?
What the heck?
Yes, that's me as well.
What the heck? Okay, so
no,
Guess you have to
no,
start
no,
tracing
no,
your
no.
code.
yeah, I'm just like following it through, and I'm just like, what's happening? Okay. So when you reset her, why does she have time when... Oh, that's why. Okay,
Done.
I found it.
Dun, dun, dun.
He did it, boys.
You did the thing.
I'm gonna have to add another if over here. Okay, if... is it just difficulty? Yeah, difficulty equals 1, specifically... Oh no, it does not equal 1. Oh, but there's also this min time. That's what it is, it's the min time thing. Basically, she went to maximum aggression. And just stayed there. Shit. I'm just gonna have to add another. Difficulty is not -1. To this one as well.
We got her, girlies. We finally got her. She's been caught.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we got her.
We got her.
Love that.
What's the music that goes with that? Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. And then it plays some music.
You're the cop. Change my state of mind.
And usually it's accompanied with the like squat bursting in the house. Did I say squat I meant SWAT.
You said squat.
Did I say
Well,
squat? In my brain, I'm like, shit, I think I said squat.
I think you did, babes. Well,
They're squatting.
Hmm.
Wonderful, beautiful, amazing.
Okay, now she should be behaving normally. I'm just gonna have some noodles.
nom nom
Just-
nom.
Oh,
Nom 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 nom.
nom nom.
Nom 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 nom.
Where did I
Love
put
that.
this before? That'll do. Okay.
I feel very dumb.
Oh.
Feel very dumb. Oh, what is this? Oh, I don't like this. So the way I like, I'm currently working on my like elevator preset, like which is what I like copy paste like my elevators.
Hmm.
And I forgot like I have like 3 different presets for the exit. So there's like a normal room, like there's nothing in it.
Right.
And then I
yeah.
have 2 other ones where there's like a window. One of them has like a panorama, so it goes into like almost like half of the room is like this window that goes into the skybox, and then the other one is just like a small window in the back.
Right. Yeah.
And for the windowed elevators, I have it so that the elevator like room and the actual elevator like entities like grouped separately.
Hmm. Right.
But for the closed off room, I don't have it separate. And I don't know why, and I hate that.
Oh. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's
They used
like.
to have it. I
Yeah.
used to have it like grouped like for I like grouped it separately on purpose.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. 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 There's like certain etiquette things that I always like. If I don't stick to them, and I notice that I didn't stick to them, I always like later on will always be like, oh.
What did I
Why-
do?
Why did I do it differently here?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to fix that now. But that also means I have to, well, these elevators are new, so I still need to like fix it. I still need to insert every single elevator to every single map.
Right. Oh. Yeah. Oh no.
Ridiculous, I hate it.
Yeah. Hmm. Now, why did Laftoni not work? Why was he broken? He was working before. I might just... It's on... No, it's not case 0. Oh, is that why I've screwed this up? Right, yeah, there should be 1 and 2, not 0 and 1. But also I should add a case 0 break, and then, oh. I should, do something similar, but just turn off all his... Actually, wait, how does... Yeah, that equals 0, so I need to make it equal -1. Okay. Actually, I don't need to make all of them. Just the very first. Times 0 equals -1. So now he'll just like, he'll just be off. Yeah, and when Laftoni moves, when he changes position, he's gonna do like a, like how, I guess it's a bit like how in FNAF, Freddy Fazbear, when he moves, he makes like a well, Laftoni's gonna make like a like a it's like, or like some kind of
no.
like Italian laugh.
I hate that. Please,
Is there
no.
is there a wait? I'm gonna see if there's a cliche Italian laugh stereotype. Doesn't look like nothing's really coming up. Stereotype. Nope. I guess I'm just thinking of Mario.
Well,
just straight up, like,
please.
it's just straight up ripple the Mario like noises to just put the like all the jump
Please.
noises and stuff like that.
Oh.
Why do I have to do everything?
I think Zach, we have two Zachs in the chat. I think I have the funny feeling that the other Zach might be the same Zach. Just an inkling. Okay, yeah, I don't know why Laftoni's not working. I'm just gonna debug.log and then put like yeah, we'll just see what his times are set up to. Oh, yeah. It sounds like everyone either in or around the chat or in the stream is pretty. Well, a lot of people are working on projects.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Me too, just
Please-
not digitally.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, so those numbers are all coming through. Okay.
I
Is
mean, it's
there-
a productive stream. I might as well do productive something.
Right. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. Oh, it's because I never set him to ready. I think. Because yeah, I need to. That's what it was. Laftoni dot ready equals true. Because on the first night as well, I have it set so that when you finish eating your first piece of pizza, everything's turned off until you eat your first pizza. Pizza.
Or as some people say, pizza.
Yeah, pizza.
I do it.
Yeah. The
Pizza, pasta, food in the box.
yeah. Once you finish your first piece, then the waitress the waitress isn't really active, so to speak, but yeah, Laftoni will activate. So it gives you it gives you a lot of extra time. It gives you time to look around your surroundings before anything starts on the first night. Because I imagine in my head, I'm like, on the first night, before anyone even starts trying to eat pizza, people will like look around at their surroundings and be like, what the, and like, familiarize themselves a little bit. And so I don't want the stuff to like kill you because you're sitting around like not eating pizza.
Please.
I want you to be able to get through that first night without dying. Just have the like characters moving around a bit. Well, maybe you'll die if you let the waitress kill you when she shows up. Because she always shows up on the first night. She always shows up when you grab when you've just finished the first half of your pizza and you grab the next slice. She'll pop up at your table to show off like how she works. And she's super slow. Like she'll take ages to kill you, But if you just stood there like staring at her, like I'm just imagining YouTubers playing it and being like making commentary on the fact that she's at the table and being like, "What the fuck is this?" And I'm just imagining that would be if they take too long, they'll die. They will, you know, she will kill you in that scenario. But she takes ages to do it.
Love that for them, babes.
Yeah. It's the only night that she's like that slow, and that inactive. It's like when people die in like the first night of any FNAF game. It's like, come on, man. it's super basic. But yeah, anyway. What can I do next? I mean, what I could do actually, what I'll do is I'm gonna open up the save file. Data, roaming. Is it roaming? Oh, it'll be the default probably. Oh, I can never remember where it's gonna show up. No, I think it is under... Is it under build settings? Yeah. It'll be under default company. There it is. And this is code named Ravioli. It's,
Ravioli.
I'm gonna put the level on 4, so it should load straight into level 4 of the game. If I hit continue, I should change this to my studio name, First Front Studios, and I should change the product name to Laftoni Baloney.
It would have been funny if we put, instead of an Italian flag, a French flag.
No.
Put the German flag.
Please no.
Just straight up New Zealand flag. Why not?
Yeah, just fuck it. If I put the New Zealand flag, though, people will be like, "Oh, the Australian flag," and I'll be like, "Ugh."
Oh no.
Because that is way too common. People don't know the difference.
Put the American flag and it's going to be fine. Why
Yeah,
don't
actually, I mean, the American flag, people probably wouldn't think twice about it, because there's plenty of like American pizza, you know, pretty
should be their
typical.
The Guyanese flag, no one will know what it is.
People are like, eh? The Japanese flag. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say the closest thing to the New Zealand Australia confusion is if you put the Netherlands flag. Everyone mixes it up with other flags. They either think it's French or they think it's Russian. It's people never realize that the Netherlands flag is almost identical to those flags. In fact, it's just that a lot of people are you know, a lot of flags are very similar.
Yeah, because they use the same colors.
Yeah, the same red, white, and blue. That's the thing, is in America, it's quite common for people to talk about, the red, white, and blue. But, like, it's so many countries.
So many other countries use the same colors.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I feel like I'm being called out.
Oh? Why do you say that?
Wait, what happened?
Because our flag is white, blue, and red.
So is
No,
mine, so what?
I was gonna say, and so is mine. Like, mine's the Union Jack with the Union Jack, which is already once again red, white, and blue, the British flag. And then the flag itself is a sea of blue with red stars. So it's all just red, white, and blue. Like,
American flags also
don't need to be
very
called out.
famously red, white, and blue.
yeah. There's the Netherlands flag, by the way. I just posted it in the non-mic chat. Yeah, and this is the New Zealand flag for people who aren't aware. Google flag. Why does it keep
Not
doing
the
it
Google
twice?
flag.
That's weird. Yeah, New Zealand. This is the New Zealand flag. So it's just red, white, and blue. It's this. Those are the three colors on the flag. Like so many countries use red, white, and blue. So it's not. It's definitely not exclusive to the US. Yeah, but yeah. So you look at the Netherlands flag, and then you look at.
I counter with this flag.
Yes. yeah. I could see people getting confused and thinking it's the South African flag, even though it is quite different. I could see just the color combinations. I could imagine people getting confused about that. But I was gonna say.
Gosh.
Wait, I'll just get this back. 1 second.
Look, you even saw inside Katamari, they didn't even call it the right thing.
Right. Oh, that's right. I remember there was a wasn't there a thing about that? It was like no. Oh yeah, it was Katamari. Yeah, it was they named the when you're rolling up the countries, it was named wrong.
Yeah.
Terrible. But yeah.
It had the right flag, but the wrong name.
Yeah. Jesus.
Well.
But yeah, see, like, look at those two flags
Nice.
next to each other.
Nice flop.
Oh,
One
gosh.
of them's the Russian flag, and one of them's the Netherlands flag.
Oh, right. Yes, finally found the image I wanted to show you guys. I'm not sure if you have ever seen this meme, but it's really good. Look at this.
That's right. It's all Norway.
Oh my
Always has been. Yeah. Yeah. Any country that has a red separated by blue flag in any combination. Red separated from blue by white flag. It's all just the Norway flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Only thing is you can't do the Russian flag because the Russian flag has red and blue touching. That's how I always remember the difference as well, just from a glance, is that most of the ones you're familiar with, like Netherlands, France, stuff, they're always the red and blue are separated by white. But in the Russian flag, the white is at the top of the flag. And it has
The
the
way
red
I
and blue at the bottom.
remember that is I think like we associate like the red is at the bottom, so that's the people.
Right,
The
yeah.
blue in the middle is like the sky, and then like the white at the top is like, you know, the gods or like the clouds or whatever.
Right, yeah,
Something like that.
Yeah.
That's the association, and that's
Yeah.
where the like flag came from. Something like that. I
Yeah.
don't remember exactly,
Yeah, that's
but
a lot of flags have that kind of
something
thing. Yeah, they have like a little story about the
yeah, like
the meaning of the flag colors. Yeah. Apparently, I was reading about the flag stuff, and apparently the red and blue with the white is supposed to be what the hell was it? It was to do with liberation. And they're supposed to, the red, white, and blue are supposed to stand for three different pillars of civilization or of humanity. And what's interesting is, as far as I'm not 100% sure about it, just because I only saw something about it last night. I think that actually the Netherlands flag came before the French flag did, because the Netherlands were always used to fight back against their Spanish rulers back in the day, to the point that still to this day, the Netherlands anthem talks about the Spanish king in it, because the Spanish king used to rule over the Netherlands, so they liberated themselves from Spain, and then they got the flag that they have to this day, as far as I know. And then the French had liberated themselves from their royalty, and they adopted the same colors for their flag. And then people became more aware of the French flag for whatever reason. Oh, we have a bot.
Yes.
Bot time. I can't believe that. Oh, I was gonna say just completely remove them.
I did remove them.
You remove the messages, but not the person. Report.
No.
Wait, because another message came through. Oh wait, no, it says.
I think I encountered a problem.
Weird.
Oh no.
Oh, they managed to send a message before I managed to.
Yeah, that was weird.
I'm just gonna remove this one.
Yeah, it's weird because I went to click to say hide user on this channel, but it said unhide. So you did successfully hide them, but
I did hide them, but
the message stuck around.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird. Yeah. Sorry, I announced it out loud like that because I remember people used to be like excited when a bot would show up on the stream. So I was like, we got a bot.
Yeah. First time, exactly.
This one spoke in sentences for once.
Yeah, it was weird. Usually they just post something like Volg.org. They like say some weird phrase and then .org or .something.
Yeah.
Weird.
So
all right. What was it doing?
I got an issue that I don't remember how to fix.
the amount of restraint I had to have to not say need a tissue. I just immediately you reminded me of you used to say that back when we were playing.
I love that.
What's the issue?
So my issue is that the other day, for some reason, my hammer completely deleted the subsequent game config for the map and compiling it and stuff.
Yeah.
And so when I set it up again, I don't remember what you put for the game executable directory because it's a mod, it's not a game. So I don't know whether I need to put in the portal folder or no.
Oh. Crap. I frequently did still put the portal folders. It's a weird way the structure works in the modern configs, isn't it? I'm used to the old school configs. But there is I think I would still extend to the portal folders.
So the actual game is still portal, but then everything else is game directory and hammer stuff is the mod.
Yeah. I think that's it. I mean what I would do is I'd go and check other mod configs and just see what they say. That's usually what I do when I'm doing my own ones.
Mod HL2.
Well, I can't really see that.
Oh, right, that's why I was like, why did it reset things? Because I set the new company name up. Quote unquote company name. Studio name. Okay, now if I hit play, it should be on night 4. So if I go continue, there we go. So let's see.
You're talking about the game info?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe that's what Damien was talking about.
I recently set up the Source SDK, and I'll send you the one that it has pre-made for Half-Life 2. As soon as I remember how Discord works.
Oh, did I do that again?
Oh.
Very weird. Let me try this. Oh, but that's not what I need. I don't need game info. I already have that.
Well, I didn't know.
Oh, I thought that's what you were talking about, honestly.
No, it's like inside Hammer, you have to set the game configuration so that you can compile the map.
Oh, right. I never set mine. I never set it up like that. I just used the default hammer
I never
for.
figured that out.
Hmm.
Wait, hold on. This might be
Oh, wait.
fixable.
Then I just remembered where hammer is stored.
Okay, so the game is the actual like Portal game. Okay,
Hmm.
and then everything else is the mod. Okay, I had to make sure. Now I need to fix the other issue because Hammer does not want to compile my maps.
The-
This is so infuriating.
Hmm.
Maybe this works. I'm very scared. I hope my hammer didn't break. Oh my god, it's working. Okay, thank god.
What is happening?
I was very scared. I thought my fucking hammer was not working.
Hmm.
Or is it still not working? What's happening?
Okay, wait. I'm gonna put it in here.
Nope, it's not working. Is there a way to like hard reset hammer, like at all?
Not that I know of, but I mean, I could be. I don't really know much about that sort of thing.
Oh my god. This is very infuriating. I hate everything.
Hmm.
Because now I can't compile maps. I don't know why they're not compiling.
Hmm.
I wonder if that's still working.
Because if I like open my hammer, like again, I try to. No, not expert. Fuck, I pressed the wrong button. So I try run map, and okay, and then Windows has an error like access denied, and I'm like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Right. Hmm. Is there something wrong with my load? I'll just delete. Oh no, I'll keep them just in case.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I figured it out. I'm an idiot.
Oh.
Oops. Okay, I see what I. Oh my god. So apparently I didn't set build programs. Oops.
Ah. I
I'm
see.
such an idiot. I am such an idiot. I'm so sorry, babes.
All good, it's all good. So when I load... It doesn't set the characters, does it? Bet that's what's happening.
Oh, that's not it.
So you said this is a shorter stream?
I didn't actually say that, but it's probably...
Yes, I did.
Did I? I don't remember saying that.
At the start. You planned this stream to be a bit shorter than usually or something like that?
I don't recall saying that.
You said it, Rory.
I often do say that, but I don't remember saying that about today's stream.
Well,
Please.
Okay, wait. I think I just need to... I think I figured out what's
and
going on
he
here.
doesn't say it.
I
Can you
fixed it.
believe it, guys?
Oh my god, I fixed it. I fixed it. Yes, I fixed my hammer.
Nice.
Took me. I was like, why is it not running? And then I looked at like build programs. I'm like, oh, I did not set any of the like VBiz, like VRAD, whatever, like bullshit.
Right, yeah.
Oops.
Oopsies. Oopsies.
Oopsies.
Oops, I did it again. Play with your heart. Got lost
Lost
in
in
the
the
game.
game.
Oh,
Oh,
baby,
baby. I think I'm in love.
Step from above. And I'm not
Not
that innocent.
That's from my childhood.
Aw.
Oh, yeah. Also, another one I like to do is the Shakira voice. Hormone tonight, then my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel this right attraction, attention. Know that this is perfection.
I don't know that song. Well, I do, but I don't know the lyrics for it.
I mean, she didn't lie. Her hips don't lie. Love that. Or also the other song, wherever.
Yeah. Fireboy says it's always a shorter stream. I guess if when I start at 9, it is technically a shorter stream. But usually when I say it's a shorter stream, I mean like 2 hours.
2 hours, 3 hours.
Yeah. Depends on when I start. If I start at 8 and I say shorter stream, I usually mean 3 hours. If I start at 9 and I say shorter stream, I usually mean 2 hours. Because usually it just means that I need to finish early so I can get to something.
Very
but-
nice.
Yeah. Okay, I figured out what I did wrong, what I was doing wrong, why it was still just sitting on the first night. But also, I don't know why... Oh...
Ooh, what's happening?
What is this? Oh, because I had the game running still when I updated the code, so the game was like... Code! Okay, now what? Now what's happening?
Oh, by the way, I have a question.
Oh?
Are you free tomorrow by any chance?
What's happening tomorrow? What's today?
Today is Thursday.
Yeah, no, it's Friday. Oh, it's Friday for me.
Friday. Oh, Friday, yeah.
Yeah.
Oops.
I'm pretty sure this weekend is like super busy for me, unfortunately.
No.
Yeah. I was gonna
We're
say
gonna invite
why.
him for a stream, right? You are gonna invite him for a stream, right, Damien?
I was gonna ask you who was gonna come by because I was very proud of what I did in Below Zero.
Yeah, I mean, if you like flick me a message or something before you stream, I can join in the chat probably, for a little bit while. Yeah, I should be able to do that. Yeah.
Oh, love that.
Yeah,
okay. Love that.
Yeah. Because I know I have a ton of things I need to do, but I probably can still be at my desk while doing them. So I could probably still just like have the stream open and like join in the chat. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, love that. Because I've done a lot of stuff in Below Zero. I'm very proud. Because I'm
Right.
finally getting near end game, and I'm so happy.
Yeah. Did you see my my project that I? Did you see the walkway that I made in Below Zero?
I think so.
The one that.
I remember. It's been a while. It's been a while.
I was gonna say that very recently, like I say very recently, like a week or two ago, I did a stream where I was playing Subnautica Below Zero, where I showed the project that I'd been working on. Oh, okay. It literally.
I saw that you play the first game. I didn't see you play the sequel.
Oh, okay. Basically.
It was a bit more than 2 weeks ago, I believe.
Oh, was it? Okay. I lost track of time. Actually, I think the one that was like a week or two ago was the Subnautica 1 stream. A little while ago, I streamed Subnautica Below Zero, and basically, I had a project that I was doing for a while that was like... I'll spoil it. I built a pathway that led from the shallows, or like the start of the game, all the way to the fabricator.
Oh my god.
At the end of the game.
Did you literally build a path from the shallows to the fucking red crystal area?
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
Oh my god.
So you can literally, with oxygen, make it run all the way to the end of the game.
That is a ridiculous. Wait, like an actual like base kind
yeah,
of
yeah. My base of the shallows leads all the way to the fabricator.
Oh,
I basically
God.
I stripped the entire planet for titanium and glass and quartz.
Jesus
to make
Christ.
like a scenic like thing.
Probably also lithium so that you could at least have some reinforcement or something.
Yes, I had to basically what I had to do frequently was like I'd have to build a multi-purpose room somewhere and then build a bunch of multi-purpose rooms below it just to coat them in.
Oh my god, that's exactly what I do. Oh my fucking god.
You just build a single like big room that's just like coated in reinforcement. And then you can have whatever you want everywhere else.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And I had them like littered throughout the whole build along the way.
That is insanity. I would never do that. Also, there's actually recently I've discovered like a little cheap trick you can do when you're in the crystal caves.
Right.
So if you have a sea truck with like at least one module in it, and if you can see the Shadow Leviathan is coming for you, you can actually stop driving, but you can still be inside the sea truck, and it will just fuck off.
Oh yes, that's right. I remember learning about that. Not learning it, but I remember reading about that. If you either exit your vehicle, or in the case of the sea truck, if you just get off the controls but you're still inside the sea truck, it like de-aggroes enemies. Yeah. So if you
it just thinks that it does like it doesn't register you as like a proper like entity because like you're not seen anywhere.
Yeah. Because you're suddenly the entity that is you, or that you plus the sea truck, ceases because you switch to being separate entities basically. Exactly. So suddenly the Leviathan whatever is like, oh, it's gone, before realizing, wait a minute, and then coming back to like destroy the sea truck or whatever. Or if you
like
hopped
every
out,
time it tries to come back, I'm just like, oh, I'm out.
You just switch. You just keep switching back and forth, and they'll get confused. Yeah,
just like bye pumpkin.
Yeah, brilliant.
Very good. Because I was like trying to explore. Like last stream, I was in the red crystal area, and I suddenly by accident found the fabricator, and I was like, "Oops, that's not what I wanted." Because I wanted to find the organs.
Right. Yeah.
And then I found the red crystal area, and I'm like, "Is it in there?" And then I found this like this facility, and I'm like, "Oh, this is the fabricator." Ooh.
Yeah. You're like, oopsies.
Yeah. I wish you could actually do something with those. Those are really cool crystals.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that both the purple and red crystals are really cool. But
I think it's called the Morganite and the red beryl, something like that.
Yeah. I definitely remember the Morganite being written. But yeah, you can scan it, I think, when you first arrive, but you can't.
Oh yeah, you
do
can
anything.
scan it, but like you can't do anything with
Yeah,
it. It's
yeah.
so upsetting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very unfortunate.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out how I want this level transition to look. Do I want it to have the flag? I don't know. Maybe I'll have it be a dark background. Remove the skybox. That's easiest way in Unity to just have a black background for a scene is just remove the skybox, and then in the camera, there's like a default color. Wait, is it? No, whoops. Undo that. Yeah, thank you. If you go on the camera, there's like default like background color, and you just set that to black, and that means that anything that you just have to render, like you don't have to have a black box. I used to do that where I'd have like a black texture that like shielded the camera from the background, and I realized like, wait, why do I do that? I could just literally make it have the background and have it black. And then I only need the stuff I actually need in the foreground.
Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I generally, even though I'm sure it's not as good, I generally prefer to have the canvas be real space, world space, rather than...
Please tell me this is correct. Amazing. Copy pasting every single elevator. So annoying.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate it. I have to replace every single elevator. It's so bad. I made them differently because like whenever I replace the Portal 1 elevator, the first time I did it is like the tunnel.
Right.
You
Yeah.
like fully made out of like this wall with pipes, but it did not like that. So what it did instead is it did it the way they did it in Portal 2, where like you see pipes for a little bit, but then eventually it just stops and it drops into like a black void. And that is exactly what I tried doing. I eventually cut the pipes, and then like under that or like above that, whichever way you're going, it's basically just void.
Right. Yeah.
And like you can even see like from the elevator room, you can see like through the glass that like there's the pipes, and then eventually it stops at like a floor that goes into a hole.
Right. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
Very elegant solution in my opinion.
Yeah. Anytime, and what I was thinking when thinking about my like Unity methodologies, anytime I can like cut corners,
Yes,
I just have things like be simpler. It's nice.
Very good.
Very nice. Very nice.
Also, I did a very nice change of the Chamber 6 puzzle. Because, I told you to not play. Did you ever actually play it?
No, I didn't. I believe I followed your
Very
word and
good.
didn't play it, yeah.
Because you would have found it frustrating, because, so the whole idea behind, like, the second puzzle was you had to learn, like, so, like, the first puzzle was, like, you solve it normally, like, where you put the energy ball into the receiver and that's it. And it's like permanent, right? And the second puzzle is like, now there's the timed receiver, but back then I was very cruel and I put 2 3-second timers.
Of course, oh my god.
And so I think the most frustrating part about it was the fact that you literally had to race to the exit door because it was also timed. It was on the 2-second timer, and I did not like that at all.
Yeah.
And so I had to restructure the entire puzzle.
That's right, I remember you mentioning that. Yeah.
Because also I had to restructure it because the puzzle looked very wonky. The room geometry was not very nice. I was like, absolutely not. I have to change it. So
fair enough. Yeah.
And I put some acid. I was like, I need to use some acid early on. So I was like, why not? Gives me a reason to do something with it.
Yeah. I think honestly that's a simple transition level, like a transition screen. think I'm gonna keep it like that. Level complete.
That is so cute. I love that.
You know what would have been like the cherry on the top?
Oh?
If
What's
there
that?
was like a sparkle in the eye.
Oh my god.
With a little ding. With a
Yeah.
little ding.
Yeah, exactly.
I wink. Twinkle. I'm just gonna see if there's a...
Please.
And the level complete would be like a text that's like, how to explain it? That's like appearing, and it's appearing in a way that like small stars are coming together to form the letters. And there's like
Yeah. Oh, dear. I'm trying to get a picture of like someone winking with a twinkle in their eye. I can't find a good reference image.
no.
Oh, I found one. Still not up the best. Come on, it's like such a
Why-
cliche thing. I want to see it.
While you're doing that, Maddie asked if you've been
Oh.
told about RE4.
Yee.
What about RE4? I know they're making a remake of it, if that's what he's asking.
Ooh.
Resident Evil 4.
It just got announced. Oh, nice. Because they it's been sort of like a well-known secret that that they've been doing that.
Isn't that the game where Leon has like his investigator outfit that's in DBD?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, I love that.
I think. Wait, I'll just check the DVD. Leon Investigator.
Oh my god, he looks so hot.
Bruh. That's the first
Very
thing.
nice. Very
That's the first
nice.
thing he looks at.
I'm sorry, babes. I'm a Leon simp.
Yeah. You mean the one that, in DVD? Is that the one with the like fluffy collar?
Yes.
With, yeah, like leather
Yes.
jacket. Yeah. That's the default
I see
outfit
it.
in Resi 4. Yeah.
I see it. Oh, that is
Okay.
so cool. Love that.
Wait. I'm just gonna pause the music and we'll have a brief reaction. No, not the stream. Oh god. Sometimes Windows, if you shake a window in Windows,
Oh yeah.
it's like you want to minimize everything. It's like no, I'm just trying to move some windows around. All right,
Yep.
Resi 4. Ooh, a birthday present, a slightly late birthday present. March 24.
Aw.
They even got the Spanish music. Resident Evil 4 was such a good game. I hope they do a good job with the remake. I think the worst thing they could do is ruin this remake. Because I think people have very fond memories of 4. And
Condor Wonder Roost. I've located Baby Eagle.
Was there Mark in the background?
yes, for a brief second. Ooh.
Guess you, me, picked the wrong spot to vacation, eh?
You will receive our most sacred body. It begins now.
Alright, well. Interesting. I'm very interested to see what they...
If I could just forget what happened that night. The pain,
Wait a minute.
even for a second.
This time, it can be different. It has to.
I am so curious as to how they Mark's talking to himself in the background.
Wait, is Rebecca Chambers in this game now in Resident Evil 4 or something like that?
She's not. Oh, she wasn't originally.
That's why they're putting her in Dead by Daylight. Oh, that makes so much sense.
Oh, they're putting her in.
Yeah, because she's going to be the character with the new chapter. She's going to be with Ada Wong, the second survivor.
Oh, okay.
That makes so much more sense now.
Right, yeah, that explains why. Yeah, why else would they have put her in there? Yeah, we were talking about that the other day. We were like, why is Rebecca in Dead by Daylight? If, yeah, if like with the new characters they were adding, like why did they choose Rebecca? But yeah, that makes a lot of
Wesker
sense.
and like Wong, they totally made sense, but like she did not make sense until now.
Yeah,
now that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that does. Yeah, because no, originally Rebecca was not in Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil Remake features a reimagined story that keeps the essence of its directions. Controls and visuals are fully modernized. Yeah, I was assuming they were going to go with the same control scheme as Resi 2 and 3, the remakes. But a reimagined story. It's yeah, they better be careful with how they do that. Oh, Resi 8 getting a PSVR port, or just a VR port generally, but yeah. Interesting. I never played Resident Evil 7 VR because I was too afraid.
I don't think I'd want to play those games in VR.
No, they're not games that I really I'm drawn to in VR.
I got terrified playing The Room in VR.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Because it's got a
nothing
vibe.
Actually hurts you in that game.
No, it's just got a vibe that's unsettling.
Yeah.
That's the thing is
that's
the thing with VR is that I've talked about this before. There's a game called Compound that I played. It is in no way, shape, or form a horror game. It is a shooter game where you have to kill all the enemies in the level. But the amount of times that game scared the shit out of me. Because because the idea is that it works like an old school game where there are rooms that are randomly generated and you have to get to the elevator to get up to the next floor. That's the whole point, is you're going up or down in a compound. I can't remember which direction you're going, but the way the levels work is once you enter a room, the enemies in that room have there's a brief period where they don't notice you, but once they see you, they all immediately know where you are and will start coming towards you to kill you, and shooting at you. So what tended to happen is I would go into a room, I'd kill someone without anyone else seeing me, and then they'd turn to come attack me, and I'd get a couple of kills and I'd go behind cover to reload or do whatever, and then I'd stick my head back out and there'd be a guy right there right in my face, because they're trying to, because when they don't have line of sight to shoot at you, they close the gap to try and shoot at you, and the amount of times that I got jump scared out of my skin because they were right in front of me when I came out. It was oh.
Poor boy.
Oh, cat game. You just talking cat games. Oh,
I just remembered.
What's that?
Since we're getting Ada Wong, she's gonna have the two skins from RE4 and RE2, the long dress and the short dress.
Oh, okay, cool.
At least that's what I'm assuming, because that's how they did that's how they did it for Jill.
Right. Yeah. Because she does have a few different outfits from the different games. So I mean, they're all
her. She has her outfit from the remake and then the original outfit or something like that.
Yeah. Well, it's how Jill. I mean, Jill has a few different outfits, doesn't she? She has Jill DVD.
She has the remake, the original outfit, and then she has Claire Redfield.
Yes, yeah, because I was gonna say, because
And that's
in the remake she had like a specific look, but in the original she had a very much less appropriate look for like a zombie
Yeah.
game. She had like a mini skirt and stuff like that, and
yeah.
so yeah, in the remake they like gave her more appropriate attire, but yeah, I remember they definitely made it an unlockable that you could unlock the like original outfit to equip it if you wished. So yeah, it would not have surprised me at all that Dead by Daylight has both. Yeah. Okay, now where was I? What was I doing?
Deving.
Deving?
Deving.
Sound like you said deading.
No.
I did.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, this cat game looks cute.
It does. It does.
And on top of that, everything that
Oh, this one I've
Annapurna
already heard
publishes is
of
good.
it.
Yes. Annapurna is a great publisher. All of their games. Sorry, what was that, Tiana?
I'm sorry. It's just I believe I saw like on like at a game event either this year or last year. I saw this game and I was like, oh, that's super cute, and I was like, yes.
Yeah.
I have a great
yeah.
need now.
Oh, right, and apparently this year, Slime Rancher 2 is gonna come out.
That's right. There's a ton of
There
cool
are
games.
too many
Oh my
games.
god, our
Yeah.
Slime Rancher, that's the one I want the most.
Yeah.
Give me those crystally boys. Crystally slimy boys.
Yeah, somebody's gonna have to
Slime
buy me.
Rancher, Splatoon 3, Xenoblade 3.
yes.
I still want to get the Kirby game. There's the new Pokemon games coming out in November.
Oh my
I'm
god.
so
Oh my god,
curious.
not Pokemon. Oh Jesus. Pokemon always comes out with some shit all the time.
But it
Yeah.
looks so good. It's going to be a non-linear open world game this time.
Oh.
Oh, is it Arceus? Is that what it is?
Oh, that's already out,
No,
isn't it?
Arceus already came out.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
already out. Oh.
It's Arceus is sort of linear.
Mm.
Yeah, I see.
But Splatoon 3, I'm excited about that. I mean, I don't own actual Nintendo Switch, and I've only come recently, like a few years ago, with Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2. But Splatoon 3, like from what I've seen, just that one trailer that there is, I believe it sounds interesting. It looks and
Yeah,
sounds
and
interesting. I'm excited what they will come up with.
And then the music in the Splatoon games are so good too.
Yes.
And like, so what's really cool is that the last Splatfest for Splatoon 2 was Order versus Chaos. So they designed the third game over Chaos because Chaos won.
Right.
I like that. That is so cool.
And then for Splatoon 1, the last Splatfest was Callie versus Marie, and I think Marie won. So Marie is the person guiding you through the main storyline inside the single-player campaign in Splatoon 2.
Right.
That's cool.
Ah. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Very cool. Little details like that. I love that.
Yeah.
Hmm. Now, why is Laftoni not appearing?
And Splatoon 3 is like, fuck Paris, and then the Eiffel Tower is just like upside down in the desert.
Basically.
Oh my god.
Remember, Splatoon is a post-apocalyptic game.
That reminds me, I've seen like videos about some of the background sounds in some of the areas of the game are like super disturbing apparently.
Yep.
You don't really you don't notice it when you're playing, but if you like stop and listen, it's a really disturbing. Like, there's the implication that like there's some sort of alien race, is it? And that you essentially you guys, the main characters, are like destroying them, or you're taking over their space with your, I can't remember what there's this weird implication that was made by the background noises. That there's a theory, a headcanon some people had that there's like an alien race that was like dying, or like trying to survive, and you're basically killing it by doing what you're doing in the story. I can't remember what it
Very
was now.
interesting.
Don't think that's really the case because
No,
the
I don't think
storyline.
it's not canon. It's just like that was a theory people had for like the deep lore, so to speak.
Right.
Yeah, because the story as it's presented is you play as, the squid inklings,
Mhm.
and you have to go through. And what was the story of the first game? Trying to remember. Oh yes, they stole the great Zapfish, which is the energy source of your city. So you have to go through and get it back from the Octarians. In the second game,
You're in the
they stole it
underground.
again,
Yeah.
but this
I
time
see.
Callie is missing also. So Marie and you go and try to find them.
Yeah.
And also the DLC storyline inside
Alright,
the second
DLC,
game
yes.
is that you play as an Octoling.
Yeah.
Right.
And you heard the calamari incantation, and that like deprogrammed your brainwashing or something.
Oh.
And so you're trying to get back to the surface so you can see the world where that came from.
Right, yeah.
Because in Splatoon 2, Octolings and Inklings coexist.
Right.
The Octarians, however, they have the leaders, which are like, no, screw you.
Right, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, see, I know very little about it because I've never played a Splatoon game, so yeah. I just know what I've seen on YouTube and stuff, what other people have played. Laftoni hates killing. Yeah, it does seem like Laftoni is refusing to be the reason for your death in this game.
It's like, I don't get paid enough for this.
I just work at a pizza place, man. It's like, why am I killing people?
If I'm not wrong, something new to Sims 4 is coming up, like a new DLC, I believe.
Game pack werewolves.
Yeah.
Werewolves?
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
I mean, they look like literal personas. It's so funny. I love it.
Oh.
This is beautiful. I need it.
You need it.
Isn't also like a new
was gonna say-
space coming out? Like town?
I think I don't know 100%, but I know for sure werewolves is a thing now.
Werewolves, yeah,
Right.
sure.
I was gonna say,
And
I
again,
mean,
they look like
Use
personas
origin
because
again.
they
they-
wear normal
they-
clothes.
they are like personas.
Yeah,
I was gonna
they
say,
are.
I was gonna say, because I was about to say, Sims 3 has werewolves, but the Sims 3 werewolves are kind of gross.
Yeah, they're kind of like the, I don't know.
Because all they do is
they're
they just
adorable.
morph. The Sims 3 werewolves like morph the face to make them look like really aggressive, and then
Yeah.
they add a whole bunch of hair basically to the human model. Not very wolf-like. They're just very kind of gross. But the Sims 4 werewolves, however,
They're full on personas, bro. I
yeah,
swear to
I
God.
see.
They are.
I mean, yeah.
That's Mr.
Yeah,
Fluffy Butt
there is a new
and
place
his
called...
friend Silverfang.
I like this little lineup. Wait, I'm gonna post it in the non-mic voice.
But there is going to be a
Squad.
new place, and it's going to be called the Moonwood Mill.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Why is it not loading?
Rory, have you ever heard of V Rising?
V Rising. Oh, yes. I have heard of that. I heard about it the other day.
It's basically plagued my life for the past 2 weeks.
Oh. I see. Yeah, V Rising. It's like a vampire game, but it's it's a survival top-down MMORPG that features vampires battling for survival and rule of land. But you can also you build buildings, you build houses and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, I posted the little picture of the squad, the squad. in Sims 4. Yeah.
In the end of the trailer, they all are like howling at the moon.
Yeah.
That's what that is, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's
yeah.
so funny. I was watching one of the people who I like watch play Sims. She reacted to the trailer, and at the end of the trailer, she was laughing, saying, "I can finally remake Twilight and The Sims."
yeah. Yeah. Brilliant. Brilliant.
Gotta remake that Taylor Lautner face.
Yeah. God, I feel like I've seen that in Sims 3 before. People remaking those characters.
Please.
Okay. I'm doing my usual shtick of debug logging everything and testing.
What you
Because
do?
Laftoni refuses to count his timer.
Well, I guess he's a bitch.
Yeah, damn it. Okay, is he failing to get to there, is he? This is pre-checked. Okay. Try that.
I also realized I'm such a flop.
Yeah. Aw.
Poor boy.
Yeah.
Not this.
What is happening? Oh no, cut this, paste it here. Wait. I'm gonna open up the game screen. There it is. The game scene, I should say. Here's the models. That'll be what it is.
I'm looking over my map right now, and I'm looking at what I've done, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? What have I done? Why is it like that?
That's a mood.
Yeah.
Well, I've changed it, thank God.
Nah.
Also, another thing I'm changing is, I don't think you've noticed it at all when you were playing it, but I did not have any autosaves.
Oh.
Oh, rip.
I
was gonna place them. I was gonna place them in the end, but I'm like, you know what? Let me just do it now, so I don't forget it ever.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I will forget it. So.
Yeah.
Might as well do it now while I can.
I figured out what was going on. I frequently forget that when you set things in code, if they're set to public and they've already been set up on something in Unity, if you change the default value of something, like in this case it's a boolean that defaults, I've set it to default to true. It was originally defaulted to false on a bunch of these things. When you change the default value in code and then you go back into the editor, it doesn't update the version that's in the editor if it's a public variable.
Yeah.
So basically, let's just say that a variable that I was intending to have on the Laftoni and the waitress, called just a ready boolean, so that they'll actually start running. I had set them to default to false, then I set them to default to true, so they were still set to false in the editor. So when I was running the game, those entities weren't setting to be or default to true that they're ready, so they weren't functioning. Yeah. It's something that I frequently forget. It's whenever you have a public variable. Private variables, of course, they'll just get updated with whatever the default is. But public variables are designed to be modifiable in the editor. So if you set them to public and then you change the default value, you got to remember to update it in the editor. Otherwise, it will not function the way you expect. I should set them to private and make it so that in order for oh right, whoopsies. I should really set them to private and set a function to change them rather than setting them to public. Yeah. Currently they're set to public. There's code that requires them to be public at the moment, so I'm just leaving it like that for now. Alright. So if I test it again, it should be functional.
I have no idea why, but this discussion has reminded me that in the next Godot version, they're going to have what's called scene-specific nodes, which is basically making a node global to that scene.
Right.
So that you don't need to hard-code the path.
Right, yeah.
And that way, if you rearrange the scene, it'll always be able to find it.
Right. I see what you mean, yeah.
Instead of, just putting everything into singletons.
Yeah, there's Laftoni. There's standing.
My boy.
He's standing menacingly in the background.
My boy.
Boy.
My boy.
Are you winning, son?
I think I have it currently set so that you actually have heaps of time. You actually have quite a bit of time to finish the night before Laftoni gets to you. It's like the time it would take if you were eating pizza non-stop without interruption, it would take you about 2 minutes 10 seconds or 15 seconds or something to eat all the pizza. If you
all the pizza.
all the pizza. If you I think it takes Laftoni something like 4 minutes 20 seconds in order to get to you. So there's actually lots of time to finish the thing before Laftoni gets to you. But the idea is that everything, all the things in the game are designed to distract you from being able to eat your pizza. So, the waitress will kill you if you don't attend to her. The kid will make it so you can't hear the things arriving. Yeah.
Stupid waitress.
Yeah.
How dare she? And
then the hobo comes and he's a gamble. He's most likely going to steal your money, which is like a game over. But there's a rare chance that he'll steal a piece of pizza instead if you fail to get him, which actually helps you because you need to. The whole point of the game is you're just trying to finish your pizza as quickly as possible. So
very good.
Yeah. And that's why I want to add I want to add the characters like the good boy that is begging for pizza. Yeah. And you give him a slice, and he helps you finish the game.
Can I start a bit of an odd topic?
Yeah, sure.
So I was wondering, I had this recent discussion with Digits on his own stream.
Right.
Basically, he's playing a game that's I believe you said Digits about 40 hours long.
Oh, Okami.
Oh, Okami. Yep. I immediately knew what you're talking about. Yep.
And I got this idea. Are there actual lists of games that are the longest? And there actually are lists of games that are the longest.
Yeah.
So
oh my God.
if you guys want to make any tips, ideas of what it could be one of the longest games you know.
I would say something like a game that is
100%ing Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Yeah, it depends on whether you just mean to finish it or to 100% it, because that's a very different list in some cases. yeah, I would say one of the longest games that I've played to 100%. Oh, I just got killed by Laftoni. Killed. I wanted to test that he would eventually kill me. There's no jump scare or anything yet. I have yet to animate those. Yeah, one of the longest games I would say I've ever played is a game called Dark Chronicle.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. It's made by the same people is it the same people? Wait, Dark
Let me look.
Chronicle. They've made other JRPGs.
It's
level 5 / Japan
Yeah.
Studios. What else have they made?
average time.
Oh, they actually made Professor Layton.
God.
They've actually made Professor Layton games.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, and White Knight Chronicles, Dragon Quest, one of the Dragon Quest games.
Yeah, Dark Chronicle has
yeah, I
an
thought so.
average.
I thought so.
About if you rush it, it's 50,
Right.
and if it's average we are talking about, then it's like 85 hours to 105 hours.
Yeah. What about completionist?
Completionist.
Yeah. There's usually a category for completionist. Or
Yeah,
I don't know what list you're looking at. Wait. I always look at how long to beat.
Well, this specific one, I went ahead and Googled it.
Oh, it's called Dark Cloud 2 in the US. Oh, okay. So the one I have, the list I have, main story 51 hours. It says if you just do the main story, nothing else.
Jesus Christ.
Main plus extras is about 17.5 hours. Completionist 142 hours.
Oh no,
Oh,
not
oh,
that.
no. I have you beat.
Oh.
I gotta go.
See ya.
Xenoblade Chronicles. Oh, see you.
See ya, Damien.
Oh wait, what?
Did you say you have to
I
go?
Oh, you said you had to go.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I was wondering.
I thought you said I have to go, and I was like, oh no.
I always say I gotta go, as in as a joke.
Oh, okay.
It's like avoiding something. I'm
Yeah,
like,
like
oh,
I gotta
go.
get out of here. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, but
Yeah.
listen to these stats. The main story of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 takes 63.5 hours. With extras, it's 107 hours.
Oh no.
For completion, it's 254 hours.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
It gets worse.
Yeah.
In Xenoblade Chronicles X, the main story is 68.5 hours.
Oh my
Main
god.
plus extras 108, and completionist is 274.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Yeah.
Hate that.
I personally wanted to mention Persona 5. Like, I almost know nothing
Oh my god,
about...
Persona 5 is very long. It's very long.
Yeah, those games are long games.
I sadly am not much familiar with the Persona, all the other games. I only came around like Persona 5 and was like, this is cool. And then I watched somebody play through the game like 100%, so it was a long time.
Oh my
I
god.
spent.
I was gonna say.
It's about... Yeah,
Yeah.
to complete it, sorry.
Oh,
it's
go ahead.
about what I'm reading, it's about like 97.5 hours long. But if you 100% want to complete it, then it's probably about like 173 hours.
Yeah, I'm looking at the same thing, yeah. Yeah, Persona 5, 97.5 hours main story, 113 main and extra, and then 173 for completionist. Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Ugh.
It's crazy.
It's the longest Persona game, by the looks of it.
Yeah.
They're all around
I would
100 and
guess,
something.
Yeah.
They're
I would
all...
guess so.
Yeah, there's like the original... Oh no, Persona 3, about 139. Persona 4, 140 to 100... Oh, and... Oh, weird. Persona 5 Royale is 143, but a Persona 5 is 173. It's weird.
Wait, what is
Persona,
it? How was it again?
So there's Persona 5 Royal.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Royal.
know,
Yeah,
yeah.
sorry. I read it as Royale. It's Royal, yeah. Yeah. The Royal must be either... It must be like an offshoot game, or... I assumed it was like
It's the same game. It's the same game, but it's like they changed a few things in the main game, and there's also extra story as well.
Oh, okay, but it's... Weirdly, it's shorter, though, than the original Persona 5. According to how long to beat. Well, no, weirdly... Okay, this is weird. The main story is longer in Persona 5 Royal. The main and extras is longer. than the main extra for Persona 5, but the completionist is shorter, according to this.
Maybe
Probably
maybe
because of rebalancing something.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe.
know.
Yeah.
Maybe because you have a long story, maybe you don't build as much relationships and such like that, I'm guessing.
Or maybe
Because
maybe like some of
because
the hard to get
Sorry.
things. Sorry, yeah. Maybe like some of the really hard to get things in Persona 5 were made, were rebalanced, and so they were made a little bit easier, so they didn't have to
Maybe.
grind as much. Yeah.
Because as I remember in Persona 5, there's like these, like you're building up, basically you're like leveling up by doing certain choices and stuff like that. So you can do like other stuff outside of school as well as inside the school,
Yeah.
just like throughout your day and night. And then you can
Hey,
also
Conan,
like build
just talking about games,
relationships
and I'm
with people,
making a
and
game.
that all of course counts as like 100 to the 100% thing. And all of it like takes just such a long time. So maybe they put like less levels on those, but
Yeah. Or they just might have simplified it, because I definitely imagine that
probably.
I doubt they'd fully remove something, but I could imagine them rebalancing it to make it a little bit more straightforward, a little bit more simple.
Probably. Yeah.
But then yeah, I'm curious if they actually have a list. How Long to Beat often has lists for like specific. Where is it? I remember seeing a thing where it's like you can get like special lists that show unique like stats for games. I'm curious if there's a like longest games.
There is, but it's kind of weird because it's an idle game.
Oh, right.
NGU idle. 1,536 hours.
What the fuck?
Next one's also an idle game. Whatever Pixel Puzzles is after that. It's a puzzle game. And then it's Osu, which doesn't even have a campaign.
Right. Yeah. See, that's I would say that's cheating. Games that don't have a campaign. According to, I've just found this post is old, so it's probably outdated. It's literally 10 years old, but they have a list here of like some of the longest games on How Long to Beat. Apparently, Disgaea Hour of Darkness is one of the longest games. I don't know what that game is. I've never played the Disgaea games, however you pronounce that word. Disgaea. Disgaea. Yeah, apparently it's 962 hours.
Holy shit.
I think these are Hour of Darkness.
Someone is really bored.
Blessed be thy name.
It's like, how do you play that long?
Know, but
Even Animal
Crossing.
240.
Yeah, when I actually look it up, it's just 240. This is an old list. It says,
although someone took 601 to complete it.
Right. They're probably an outlier case. Oh yeah. No, actually. Oh, interesting. Yeah, the longest player for PlayStation 2 for Disgaea says 907 hours for completion.
It's a really hard to complete game.
Yeah, PC it was 359. Was the longest one. Fascinating. But yeah, this list, it included things like, it has, actually, I'm curious what it actually says if I look it up.
Do look it up. I'm gonna say that Animal Crossing New Horizons, apparently for the completionist part, you have to do like 300 hours and 77. Like 377.
So what game is that, sorry?
Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Animal Crossing New Horizons, holy shit.
That makes sense. It runs in real time.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I saw a list that had Skyrim in it, and they had like a super long playthrough, and I was like, I wonder Morrowind versus Skyrim. I was like, which one would, I imagine Morrowind would be longer. I was right. According to How Long to Beat, completionist, 330 hours to complete Morrowind.
Oh my god.
It's weird because it's one of those games where it's like main and story is 44 and a half hours, so like not too long for like an RPG kind of game. Main and extras 107, and then completion is 330. Because yeah, Morrowind is a really big game.
Yeah, it very is.
Yeah, and actually,
Very
that's only the
much.
original. If you go to the DLC, DLC,
Oh, no.
it only adds a couple of hours to the main story. And main and extras seems shorter for some reason. I'm assuming just because of who's reported their scores and stuff. But according to the completionist value, 385 for the Morrowind Game of the Year
Well.
edition. Yeah. So, yeah, that's why I don't play those games. It's too long. I just don't have time. Apparently, currently,
Yeah, I would not.
currently Elden Ring is set at apparently completionist 129 hours.
Holy shit.
So yeah, Elden Ring is a big game by the looks of it. But it's probably because of all the New Game Plus stuff. You probably have to do New Game Plus a bunch of times in order to get it.
I would assume so.
Yeah, Conan just asked, is it possible to even finish an Animal Crossing game? Good point. I didn't think it was.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I think the max time before the game stops working
Oh,
is like 2069 or something.
Right.
Somewhere around there.
Oh.
but is it like a story you can finish? I'm assuming
Yeah, there
paying
is.
off your
Well,
paying off your debt is the end of the
No,
game.
that's not the
Well,
finishing
no.
thing. That's
No?
not the finishing part.
like
But
surely after you paid off your debt after you've leveled up your house to maximum, that
no.
would be the end,
No,
right?
because you have to get
No.
the island quality all the way to maximum, so you can get like the Jacob's Ladder and gold roses, and then you also have to get all the rose and flower combinations, and you have to catch all the bugs, get all the paintings, get all the fossils.
I suppose I suppose it.
Get
Yeah,
all the
once again,
furniture.
it's not really a story game, so it's hard to say like what 100% completion really is, because
Doesn't it
all of
end
the
with the-
buildings.
yeah.
Doesn't it end with like one of the not animals, like with the dog with the guitar? Doesn't it end with that, like him singing or performing?
He comes
Yeah.
every Saturday.
Never mind
Yeah.
that.
So technically, there is a point in time where you got like all of the town upgrades.
Yeah.
In which that case, I guess you could call that the end of the main quest line.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning when I was saying like surely this is like there's some kind of like ending to the main sort of like the core gameplay loop beyond just the bonus stuff of like
In
beautifying.
that case, it
and-
only takes you about a Conan. In that case, it means that you complete the game in like a day. Well, no, you can't complete it in a day because it actually takes like a week for you to get enough
yeah.
city stuff in order for him to
Mhm.
come.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, actually, a game you guys have all played, but I have not. Stardew Valley.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so
for
that's
like the main story is 52 hours. Main and extras is 89 hours, and the completionist one. Well, for the completionist one, it's about 153 hours.
It's a
Mm,
lot.
Makes sense.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, guys, time to start gaming, getting those wins, boys.
No.
So I
Yeah.
actually know exactly why Xenoblade Chronicles 2 extended time takes so long.
Oh.
It's A, there is new game plus content, and B, there is just one quest line that runs in real time.
Oh. Okay,
And
I
it
see.
takes forever.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, anything that happens in real time, that immediately is gonna, you know, the in order to finish the game, whatever that real time stat is gonna be how long it takes to beat it, basically. Because you can do like
You
a
wanna know what's funny?
what?
So I looked up Portal on how long to beat, and
Oh yeah.
I like it how Bridge Constructor Portal overall takes longer than an actual Portal game.
Probably takes longer than
Beautiful.
both Portal 1 and 2. Wouldn't
Well,
surprise me.
the completionist is the same as Portal 2, which is
Oh,
21
okay.
hours.
Ah, yeah.
But main story and main extra is longer than Portal and 2.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh my god.
I also like that there's actual mods on the How Long to Beat as well.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. If it's a considerable, it's basically because I think the entries that appear on How Long to Beat are just basically they're based off of what people submit. So if people are submitting like a mod, a bunch of people will submit like in this case Portal Stories VR, for instance. I guess it's kind of a game in its own right.
Yeah.
But yeah, like even like
Portal Stories Mel.
Yeah, and Portal's Still Alive and stuff like that.
Rixora is actually on How Long to Beat too.
Right. Oh, it doesn't come up here. I'm assuming because that you need to actually write Rixora.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if people are posting times for it, then they'll list it. Yeah, because it's entirely driven by users. Like it's not a company doesn't put their game on How Long to Beat sort of thing. Entirely based on user input. So yeah.
25 people have submitted responses.
Oh, I'm curious how long it takes to
Updated 2 weeks ago.
Ah.
Very interesting.
I wonder. Huh. It's interesting because I was just. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. I was curious about like how long does it take to finish Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, actually.
I mean, it depends on how many. Once again, that's sort of like an arcadey kind of game, so that's very arguable.
I'm trying to find it.
But I just suddenly thought, I was like, a game that I've been wanting.
6 hours.
Yeah. A game that I've been wanting to play a bit, on the channel for a while now. Was I wanted to replay BioShock Infinite, and I thought I was like, oh, just that game takes too long. I thought to myself, to beat, but actually it's not too bad. Main story 11.5 hours, made an extra 15.5, and completionist 27. The 27 is the problem. Is that I'm the kind of person who goes around and explores everything, so I tend to be more like I lean towards completionist ending lengths of time to beat things. Yeah.
I want another Okami game.
You haven't finished yet this one.
I mean, I've technically played this game several times.
Technically, but not now. Well, now you're playing it, but you now haven't finished it. You have finished it in the past, but you have yet to still finish it on Twitch. There we go.
And then I want to play Okami Den, which is going to be very difficult because it's a DS game.
You're telling me that there's going to be no more Scooby-Doo.
We can find more Scooby-Doo. I have some.
Yay!
Very nice.
Very nice.
Whoa, this took a long time. Jesus Christ. I was recompiling map 2, or chamber 2.
Yeah.
It took so long. It took like 10-15 minutes. Oh, it's not good.
Right, yeah.
And I even like I have all the optimizations too, but like all the hint blocks as well.
Right, yeah.
Jesus.
Whenever someone says Jesus or like oh my god, I so badly want to be like I so badly want to say you called, but I don't think people would realize that in the situation, so I never say it. But it's so good.
I just love that. I don't know why this reminded me of it, but that just reminded me of there's a meme. There's an old school meme of Jesus answering the phone, going "Moshi Moshi." It's from some anime. It's just Jesus answering the phone. Moshi Moshi.
What?
It's from like 2009.
You should look it up.
Yeah, literally doing that right now. Yeah, yeah, Moshi Moshi, Jesus, Tetsu. I'll wait for it to. Oh, come on, load the picture. I'll just copy the low poly one, the low graphics one.
Low poly. You've been in 3D too long.
I've been in 3D too long. It's morphed my brain. But yeah, that's the picture there. Moji Moji. Jesus does. I don't know what anime that's from, but it's...
Oh my god, I remember that.
Yeah, it's old meme from way back. Back in my day. Back when I was at high school.
One of my friends like does this thing like where he has like a folder full of like pictures of like a person is holding a phone. And he sends that to me sometimes, and it's like, you know, oh, like, do we call? And then he sends me a picture, and it's like, oh, that's the cue to call. And this is one of them.
Right, yeah.
Like, when we want to call each other, we just send a picture of or somebody holding a phone.
Right, yeah. Right, I need to cut that and paste it here.
Not gonna lie, copy pasting these elevators is kind of painful.
Oh, yeah, yes.
Can't be as painful as hand looping 107 keys.
Well, that's not my problem, mate.
I know, not because I was gonna say I know because I've done it, but not specifically that. I know not because I've lubed keys, but because I have gone through the process of putting O-rings on every single key on the keyboard. And that was a long, slow process.
Guess what? I've already made a mistake with the keyboard, and I've stopped with it right now.
See,
because
yeah,
I was trying to figure out how to put it together. And eventually, I found out how to put everything together. Except as soon as I have everything together, because you just shove the keys switches on top.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, that's fine. I can keep it assembled. And then I looked at the stabilizers, and I'm like, wait a second, where do these go?
Yeah.
So you have to put them on before you put everything together.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at that, and I'm like, I'm done. That's it.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh no, I'm done for.
Yeah. I was about to say, I thought for a second that maybe you'd not, like when you'd taken, I'm assuming did you take all the keys off, or did you just take them off one at a time and lube each one individually?
Oh, well, the keyboard wasn't assembled to begin with.
Oh, right, I see. That makes it more confusing, yeah. I was gonna say, because my keyboard came already assembled, but I had to rip all the keys out, and then put the O-rings on each key. But what that meant is that, I had to make sure, I made very carefully sure that I had the keys disassembled in the same order that I had, like, that the keyboard was. So basically I had like a whole secondary keyboard made just out of loose keys, in the exact same pattern that the keyboard was, because I knew otherwise I would mix keys up by accident. I'd be like, wait, this key, does it go in this slot or this slot? I'm like, I knew that would happen, so I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna make an exact, like, space out an exact duplicate of the keyboard that is just the keys. And then I slowly, one by one, put them back on. Yeah. But I really need to clean my keyboard. My keyboard's such a mess. But that means that I'd have to do that again.
Do it again.
Yeah, I'd have to do that whole process again, and
Okay, I have a question for y'all though.
Oh, yeah?
At least tell me y'all are not using an Azerty key like Orangey would.
No.
I'm using QWERTY.
Azerty.
Very good.
I'm not sure which one I have. Shit.
Is the top row of letters QWERTY?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Okay,
QWERTY.
Then you have a
Very
QWERTY
good.
keyboard.
Yeah.
You might have a Czech QWERTY keyboard, but it's a QWERTY keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because mine
definitely.
is a Russian keyboard, but it's also a QWERTY keyboard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, maybe for him it's just more better for French, maybe.
Maybe Azerty is the French.
He said the reason why is because some letters placed in specific like order or something, like specific letters.
Yeah.
Is the
Well,
reason why it's laid out in Azerty instead?
Yeah, I'm assuming it's better for the French language because
Yeah.
the reason that QWERTY is the way it is that it's the most common letters are in the most common places you'd have your fingers if you were a touch typer. It's like sort of somewhat sort of algorithmically determined that this is the best order for the keys for common typing.
Yeah, but also when he said that he couldn't play games with the WASD like layout, I'm like, no.
Yeah, he'd have to make a. I'm looking at an Azerty keyboard right now. He'd have to have ZQSD for the equivalent.
Yeah. So Godot actually has an input feature which fixes this.
Oh.
So in Godot, instead of setting the input to W, you set it to the physical location of W.
Right. That's weird, but also cool.
The worst part about his like Azerty like layout is that like some games you can't change the keys.
Right.
So he's forced to use WASD, but it's not gonna properly work.
Yeah. It's like W is in one place, S is in A is in a completely different location, yeah.
Exactly. It's so awful.
Yeah.
So the way he plays is using the arrow keys, and I'm like, how?
Yeah, he uses arrows.
Keyboard layout just for gaming.
Yeah. I remember learning about that. He uses the arrows for he has his keys are all over the place.
Oh my god!
Because he has to use the arrows to move, but then how do you press? There's no like keys for like. There's no E key that you can hit to like interact, and so like
that's what I'm saying.
Oh my god, that's such a mess.
Oh no!
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him and his awful keyboard.
If I was him, I would just get a keyboard, a second keyboard that I would use specifically for games. That is a QWERTY keyboard. That's what I would do. Get another keyboard that's a standard QWERTY keyboard and just use that for games, and just use the Azerty keyboard for everything else. You know.
I mean, that could work.
Yeah, because you can just plug in a second keyboard and it will work like a second. You know, it just works just like any other keyboard. And usually the
No, because he's gonna come to the US to study music. Rip him, you're trying to use a normal keyboard.
Oh no, yeah. He's gonna be totally lost.
Well, so sorry about it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. If you learnt on an Azerty keyboard, it would be such a brain such a brain fuck to try and switch to QWERTY. I couldn't think of a phrase other than that. It's just like,
oh god,
because you're so I don't know about anyone else, but I'm so used to where the keys are on a keyboard.
Same.
That
very
like
much.
I'm not quite like a fully like touch typing person. I don't have like full touch typing abilities, but I know the like approximate position of every key to the point that I can usually type without looking if I really want to.
I can literally type without looking.
Yeah. So like to switch to an Azerty keyboard would be such a
because like the way I work is like literally sometimes I have to have my app on me, which means I can't see the keys in front of me, so I have to type without seeing my keys.
Yeah.
See, that's not a case for me. Most of the time I did not learn like the 10-finger thing, like you can type with your fingers.
Yeah.
I didn't learn that.
Neither.
So most of the time, even if I am looking at the keyboard, I still do mistakes. So I have to go back always and
I wouldn't say I'm super accurate, but I can sort of approximately type.
But when it comes
without looking. Oh, go on, yeah.
But when it comes to like, as you mentioned, like learning the different keys and such, like sometimes for some reason, I accidentally will change my like, you know, like you can have a different setting on like what kind of keyboard I believe you have. Like if I look down in like the right corner, like right next next to the time, I have like different language preference, and so when you're at least switching from a Czech to English preference in languages.
Yeah.
And on my keyboard, the letter Z and the letter, oh god, what it is? It's like shit. I bad with letters.
And you type
It's
it?
yeah, I can type it. Shit. Yeah, these two letters will switch up for me on keyboard if I will switch to English.
Oh.
Does you know why?
And
Interesting.
if I'm, for example, if I'm working in Adobe / then Affinity, or if I'm working in Affinity and then Adobe sometimes, then also like the different keys do different things. For example, I believe in one program, Shift and like going with your mouse wheel, like scrolling, will mean that you will go zoom in or out. But that in maybe like Adobe could mean that you're like getting the canvas into like an angle on the canvas that you're working on.
Right.
Like you're
yeah.
yeah. And so for me, it's like I do get a little bit lost sometimes, but since I have been kind of learning the like always the other thing, I can like easily, if I notice that I did a mistake, I can easily switch up.
Right.
So I think for RNG, it won't be that much of a problem.
Okay.
Because I remember the things. I just don't remember them immediately. And if I see that if I'm doing something that I don't want to do, then I don't immediately know what should I try next. And it like probably 80% of the time it already like is fine. It's doing the thing I want it to do.
Right. Yeah.
This is fine. Everything's fine. No fear. As I always say when I play DBD, no fear.
That's easy for you to say.
I mean, it's a game. There's no need to fear, literally. So, like, I don't know.
But the ghost face.
But the spooky.
I forgot to change his chase music.
Ah.
Because y'all, because I don't think Rory heard it, and I think maybe Digits heard it. I don't remember.
No idea.
But like they changed it in the mid chapter. People disliked it. They changed it again.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
No.
I mean, it's better now. It's a lot better now than it used to be. So I'm glad they changed it. To be honest. I guess we'll have to find out next time we play DVD.
Yeah.
And also the Legion has like a new like rock music. It's so cool. Like every time you play against the Legion, just in your head.
Right. You're just like, hell yeah, while being murdered.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And I like that you can customize the chase music with the add-ons that you have equipped with the mixtapes.
Sorry, my brain just like shut down for a second there.
It's alright, you're diving.
I just I'm making like a fade in and out panel that's just like, so that when you're in the menu, it'll, if you click continue or new game, it'll like fade the screen to black. And then when as soon as you start a game, I'm gonna make it so that it fades in as well. Auto fades in and then just destroys itself.
Very good.
The fader. Unless I make it, no, I won't destroy it. I won't make it destroy itself because I'll fade out the game at the end of the round as well. Yeah. Okay. Side up color equals new. I hate that you can't just change a single value of a color. You have to give the object a brand new color, and you have to pass all the original variables through, and then just change the alpha in the code. I hate that. It's something it's so annoying about Unity. Colors. Yeah, you can't just update a color. It has to like take that color, make a new version of it with a new color, a new modified thing, and then pass that new color right like through as a whole. I'm sure it's something to do with like the way that Unity updates materials or sprites. I'm sure it doesn't update it, update certain variable things like every frame. So if you just update a color variable, it wouldn't update it, and so they make it so you can't do that. You have to give it a whole new color, which will probably trigger an update of sorts. I'm sure that's how, like, why that is, but it's still annoying nevertheless.
Oh, how long are you planning to stream?
Yeah, I gotta wrap it up. Gotta wrap this up because it is time. I'll just see if this works really quick. Oh, I have to pass through. So that has that gets a fader, and then when it's fading, oh, I need to give it. Oh no! All I do is fading true, and then it's no.
I have a question.
Oh yeah.
Whenever you do like output on the entity in Hammer, when you do like exclamation point self, it does it like itself, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
Because what I'm doing. Sorry.
Oh, what I was gonna say is, exclamation mark player is specifically the player. Exclamation mark self is the object that it has the code on it. And
then there's also exclamation point activator, which is the thing that activates the object.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the
because what I'm doing is I'm doing like a little trigger multiple where every time you touch it, it will do an autosave.
Right.
But I made it so that like when the trigger is not touched, it will go like on a 10-second cooldown. So I made it disable and then it enables in 10 seconds again.
Right. Yeah. 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 It's interesting because I never had to use activator when I was working on Portal Unity originally, but then when you asked me about the the orb thing, that's when I discovered the activator command from Rixora. I looked at the Rixora orb. Yeah, and they had the activator command, and I was like, oh, of course. I was like, that's so smart. Yeah.
I still use that. Till this day. The same like thing.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's a brilliant, brilliant execution. Yeah.
I saved those presets. I literally saved it so I never have to do it again.
Yeah.
Which is a very smart way to do it. Like what I did is I literally made like separate map where I just have like I have these like cube like dispensers with like also the button that dispenses the cube.
Right. Yes. Yep.
I have a separate map for the actual like bolt launcher, both like the normal one and then the infinite one. And then I have and I have a separate map for where there's like 16 different pellet receivers, and they're all like it's like a piston variant, or it's like inside the wall.
Oh yeah.
Or like it has like the behind the scenes like areas where like the pipes go from like an orange glow.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
So it's kind of like that. So it's like there's an actual like piston with a orange like glow behind it or not. Yeah. And then there's like the it's activated permanently or it's activated on time.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
And I have literally like presets like that for everything since I can't use instances.
Right. Yeah. That's right. I forget. Yeah. You're working in Portal 1, aren't you? Not Portal 2. Yeah. So you just have to have a prefab version.
Yeah, I just copy paste everything. I don't use prefabs because I don't want it to work. Because it immediately puts it into like a fun detail or some things, and I'm like, oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I don't know about that Henley.
The void, it consumes all.
Okay, what have I done wrong? Well, that's false, so...
Also, I have a question for you.
Oh?
Do you remember the puzzle 3?
Not off the top of my head, no.
It's the puzzle where it's separated into 3 different rooms, and they're all separated with like the hole in the wall.
Oh yes, yep.
and then like you basically can't see anything on the other side, and then there's like the victory that you have to pull down, but you have to put the cube through a portal instead of like putting it on first because it blocks the door.
Yeah.
What's the door?
Yeah.
How did you like that map, and is there anything you'd change at all?
I seem to recall. I recall enjoying it. There wasn't really. I remember because at the time I was playing it, I remember I gave a little bit of feedback, but there wasn't a whole lot that I thought was like really needing changing. So.
Because I tried making sure that you could see everything and that like everything to the solution.
That's the thing is I did notice that because that's one of those principles that I learned that I always tell people whenever I'm talking about puzzle games is that visibility is a huge factor to see it Conan. I probably said that ages ago, I'm sorry. The void behind the menu is weird. With gray void. When it comes to puzzle games, especially like games like Portal, the visibility is such an important feature. Being able to see, like, when you press a thing, that it does a thing, and that you know what it does ahead of time. I remember I saw most of what you were doing, and I was like, you'd really hammer that home.
Yeah, because I was like, you can't see everything, but I was like, oh, let me put like the dots 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. I don't remember being like super confused about like what is this doing at any moment. So like that's a really good sign. Because there was a few times, and in some like older puzzle games, like definitely there's at least 1 or 2 missed puzzles that were like that you pull like a lever, you have no idea what that lever did.
Oh my god, I hate that.
It's like, what did I just do by pulling that? Some Portal petty maps and stuff like that do that, where it's like there's a hand button, you press the hand button, it makes a bullet noise, and then you're like, what did that do? It's no visibility.
I hated that so much.
Yeah.
And also this is actually the reason why the directional indicator light, so it shows you like you know,
that is hugely helpful. Honestly.
Yeah, because you're going the opposite direction of the arrow, and that's what like activates the thing that is on the other side. It can be like a button, it can be a receiver, whatever like you want it to be.
Yeah,
and then on the other side, it's like the patcher, it's the like whatever like door or something like that. So yeah.
Yeah, and what's hugely valuable about that as well is that if you want a floor button, like if you want one of the buttons that you stand on or you put a box on, if you want to be able to make that toggleable, you can also have it visualized as the arrows going to the button, are the ones that are activating it, whereas the arrows going away from the button are the ones coming, going from what it activates when you press it. So it's so valuable to have that like directional aspect to it. That's why when I first saw your arrow ones, I was like, that's brilliant. That's like a brilliant idea. Cause no other mod that I know of does that. So yeah. Oh.
And also another thing I thought was really cool as I implemented it from Bunt is the alt Bunt that is. There's a third color, and it's only for like the timed thing.
Right, yeah.
In Punt, whenever something was timed, they had it in yellow. I did it the same way.
Right, yeah. That is very useful. Having those like color-coded things is very useful.
Yeah.
But once again, for visibility.
Because I can't have it in such a way where it's like, the timer goes down from like, 10 to 1, like, properly.
Yeah.
So I was like, so I'm just going to have it like, there's going to be a little texture, and it's going to be like yellow, and then there's like a timer on it instead of like a tick or like a X.
Yeah. Okay. I should be leaving, but this is one more thing I want to do. This is what happens with this all the time. It's just like constantly me being like, oh, just one more thing.
Just one more thing.
One more thing.
I gotta do it.
Oh, I can't make it that. I have to call it that. And then That should be fine. I wonder what caused the error.
There is so many entities in my way, and I'm like, how do I do this again?
No.
No.
Okay, that should be fine. Okay, I mean, it should all be fine. I think I might have just forgotten to pass the the fader through to that. Okay. Do I need... Wait, do these check the fading? Oh yeah, they're non-menu fading. Okay, cool. That's why I have that there.
I just realized something. I'm an idiot. Am I an idiot?
No.
Hold on a minute. I am. Fuck me. Shit.
No.
Like, no.
I also forgot I made new buttons. Fuck me, dude.
Yeah.
I have buttons where if you you can activate and deactivate the button.
Right.
If you want to look at it yourself later, that I have literally compiled separately in Subsequent. It's called I think it's called button test, literally.
Uh-huh.
And basically what it will do is like you will have like a dispenser, and then I'll have like I think however many buttons, and they're like 7 or something like that. There's like 4 like floor buttons, 2 like ceiling buttons, and there's like 1 like wall button, just like random wall one, because I do have a
That's right.
chamber where
Yeah. I
there
remember
was a
seeing
chamber
the
where
wall
there was like a wall
ones.
button.
Yeah, yeah. Because of the gravity stuff, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so the way I was testing it is like there's going to be like a cue for when the button's activated. You'll hear like a specific like sound that sounds like a lever kind of thing. I
Right.
think the sound is really called like a lever or something.
Yeah.
And basically what it'll do is it'll push the button up, and then the
Yeah.
light will activate, so that that's like, oh, that's how you know the button's activated. When it's not activated, it's like press down, but there's like no lighting at all.
Yeah, yeah. It's like dull. Yeah.
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 And I forgot that I need to change that in every single map. I have to fucking recompile this.
Right, yeah.
Bullshit.
Mm.
So very annoying. Kind of my fault I didn't change that.
Right, yeah. Yeah, still unfortunate. Something that I find annoying is that when you're using the 3D version of like a Unity project, it's useful on one hand, annoying in another, and that is that it strips all the 2D components out of the menu stuff. So like when you right click to add a new asset, it doesn't come up with any of the 2D stuff. That I'm sure the intention is so that it is not in the way, so that you're not seeing a whole lot of chaff, a whole lot of extra stuff you probably not going to be using. Except I like using 2D sprites every now and then in a 3D game, and 2D sprites are not in the list, so in order to make a 2D sprite, I have to do it manually. So like,
Well,
yeah, I have to make an empty object, add the sprite renderer component to it. It's not hard, but it's like, and then and then it doesn't come with a default sprite. I have to add my own, like, I have to add a sprite of some sorts, in order to get it to be a actual 2D sprite. Not a big deal, but still frustrating, still annoying.
I would be annoyed too.
Yeah.
This is why I like Godot.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm just thinking suddenly. Actually, if it's attached to the camera, it should follow the camera, right? I think it will. I don't think there's any.
In theory, that's how that would work.
Yeah, I believe that's how it's working. So if I rotate the camera, it won't be still. it'll follow the camera. And I know it does because I have a target that actually where did I put that target? Where's the object that is that target? I don't see it. I see the target on the screen. Oh, did I make it a UI element? I might have made it a UI element. I did. I made it a UI element. That's what I did. Okay. So, but anyway. So this, I mean, this should still work. 2, 4, 6. Open the screen. 3. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just making a little panel in front of the camera that's gonna fade in and out for the game aspect. So when you first start, it's gonna immediately, I don't have to have it set any code up, I just have to add the fade script and set it to yeah, set it to that. It should just immediately auto fade out, or fade in, I suppose, depending on how you look at it. Okay, so if I go back to the menu, this is the last test of the stream, I swear. So if I hit play, the game should fade in. It takes 1 second to fade in. I hit continue, fades out, loads scene, fades in. It's a little, I can still see the split where it actually loads. Why can I see that? Oh, I know why I can see it. It's probably because the fade in is happening immediately, but some of the other aspects of the scene are probably still loading. So it hitches for a second. Meanwhile, the fader is still fading it in. So, it's fine. It's good enough. I don't need to... I'm not making a AAA game here. Shouldn't worry about the tiny details like that. And it might even look different when I actually run the, build the game. It might just be an editor delay. Alright.
How I resolved that in Godot is because Godot actually always has the 2D layer.
Oh, okay.
So I have the scene manager, and the scene manager itself has the black rectangle.
Right.
So it knows when the scene's loaded or not.
Yep.
And then it removes it.
Right, yeah. I'm sure there's something similar I can do with Unity, but I'm just like, can I be bothered going through the effort of doing it?
That's understandable.
Yeah. Because I'm almost certain that Unity will have like a thing like wait. Because there's already an async load, which means that it will load, like a scene can still be viewable while it's loading. It's designed for like loading screens. You can set up a loading screen so that like you load a scene that is just a really small scene that's just a single image or something of loading, and then you in that scene you can have it asynchronously loading the next scene, and that's how like professional games would do it. They'd have like a proper full-on loading screen with asynchronous loading going on. But I never bothered to do that because I never really needed to do that. It's only if your scene takes more than like an instant to load. And I think this is the first time I've had a scene that actually takes more than an instant to load. Or if you have a game that, like, if you have a lot of my games, like, many of my games as well, they would just have like I would like build the menu into the game screen so that like from the menu when you hit play it doesn't actually load a scene, it just transitions to the game version of that same scene. So like it doesn't actually have to load anything really. So I usually don't need loading screens, but yeah, might still do this, might still fix it, but probably not. Anyway, I should get going.
Yeah. You could.
Yeah.
Stretchy?
Yeah, I stretched. Well, thank you guys for joining me.
It was fun here.
Yeah, I got a little bit of work done, and we had a good old chat. And
I'm
Yay.
still going to be working, unfortunately.
yeah, fair enough.
Pain.
Yeah, I'll be definitely working on this later today, as well.
Very good.
I've been spending a lot of my spare time just making this. But to be fair, I will say, like, it's been about a week now. Development is slower than I had hoped. I had hoped I'd honestly hoped to have it finished by now, but I think there was a little bit of a feature creep that happened over the first few days that caused the game to grow a little bit in size from my initial intention. But
That always happens, though. It always
yeah,
happens like that.
it always happens. But now at this point, there's less so feature creep at this point, more so, just like there's more stuff that I didn't think about. I was like, when I was thinking about the development, I was like, before I was thinking like, I'm nearly done. I'm like, the levels basically are all done now and stuff. And then I remembered it was like, I was like, all I need to do is the sound effects. Well, no.
Nope.
I haven't set it up so you actually die when you get killed. I haven't set up any animations for any of the deaths. I haven't set up any animations for when they appear or disappear from your table. Like, I thought about making it so the camera would, like, flicker so that you don't see the literal, like, boop, like, pop in. But, yeah. A lot of that stuff I'll probably end up just cutting and moving on. Like, not worrying about it. But anyway, yeah, thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see y'all next time. Tomorrow's the reaction stream, in case you're curious.
Very good.
Oh,
You
yeah.
get to see, you get to hear my music.
Yeah. You're gonna start off with some nice music. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
And
Take care.
Yep.
Sleep
you guys
more.
too. I will try.
Yes.
Have good
Right.
eats.
Yep. You too.
You're
Bye.
good. Take care.
Have a good day. Happy Pride.
Bye. Yeah. All right. So yes. As I said, for people on the stream watching, I'm sorry I didn't really read the chat much. Unfortunately, I was very much distracted. I hope you guys still had a good time. And tomorrow is the reaction stream. So if you want me to react to something, if you want to show me something, go post it on the Rorius Reddit. The r/Rorius. Yeah. But whatever the case, thank you guys so much for joining me. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the stream. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already. I hope your guys' projects that you guys are working on are also going great. I'd love to see what you guys are working on once you finally finish whatever it is that you're doing. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next stream. Bye, guys. Your birthday is soon. Ooh. You'll have to let us know when it's your birthday, so we can all say happy birthday. Yeah. Anyway. Bye, guys. Bye.